Alright, we are live.
What?
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
And we're still down some people. When last we met, you had finished your exploration of the...
Hi, everyone.
Had finished the exploration of the tomb of the crocodile, the man carrying the crocodile. Found the alchemy jug.
Excuse me.
Got out amidst a collapsing tomb of the crocodile god now.
And found the tracks on the other side of the river.
Yes, there were tracks on the other side of the river. Looks like a few boats had landed on the other side of the river. One boat was still there. The other ones presumably were picked up and be carried away. There were also marks as if somebody had been dragged.
Interesting.
And I believe our plan was to follow. So we're going to have to get our boats across the river, drag our boats out, and start walking.
Someone dragged. Oh, that means this guy might have got himself captured.
Assist our guide if they can track, and if it gets into a tight pinch, I can turn into a wolf. Go looking for scents.
Alright, are you guys on the map? No, you're not.
No, we're not.
It's like map.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am, but it's the map of the camp. Oh, the map was not on the map. And we're at Camp Righteous.
Yes, you're at Camp Righteous.
Downstream from Camp Vengeance.
The tracks seem to follow upstream on that side of the river.
Okay.
And if anybody does have survival and tracking, it looks like they were made a couple days ago.
Well, I mean, I have survival, but...
Yeah, I have survival too, but not...
Like I said, we will probably just assist our guide, I think.
Yeah.
Or whoever's the highest. I'm a +5.
Yeah, I'm +4.
I think +5 is the highest. So the goal is to follow the tracks.
I suppose we should make sure this guy didn't get himself killed. We already saved him once from those gorilla guys.
Now, do you want to travel via river at a faster pace and get out occasionally to see if they're still there? Or did you want to follow on land?
Are they going down the river, it looks like?
They seem to be paralleling the river. Not always at the shoreline, but it seems to be moving in the same direction the river is moving.
Let's go on land.
Okay.
Okay.
Look for haphazardly cast breadcrumbs.
You think he left breadcrumbs?
I don't know. Somebody was dragged, right? So maybe they're being kidnapped.
How many days do you guys have marked down so far?
I'm supposed to be marking?
Somebody might have been.
Marking what? Oh, like food-wise?
Yeah.
Where's my notes here? I have, I'm looking at the wrong notebook. Tomb of Annihilation, there we go. I have, 12 days of insect repellent marked off. Am I correct?
That sounds about right.
That does sound about right. Okay.
Is this the 13th day?
This will be the 13th day.
Okay. Marking it off. So continue to do the thing we did before, right? So
Yeah.
like forage a little bit as we go, and collect water when it rains, if we can. Excuse me. And Nexus should chat with occasional critters.
So day 13 is very rainy. It is damp, somewhat cozy down here because the rain is still being caught by most of the jungle canopy itself, but it is humid. Not super hot.
Okay. So only like really hot.
Yeah.
So it feels like Florida. Nice. Okay.
Is it hot, really hot, or super hot? Oh, it's just really hot.
It's just really hot.
On a scale from 1 to 10, we are now at a very mild 52. Is that is each hex a day of travel?
What's that?
Is each hex a day of travel?
Yes.
So we are going to be on land for 2 days to get to our current position on the map?
Yes. On day 13, you'll be 1 hex further down. Day 14, you'll be where I have you now.
Okay.
This is the dry and sunny day.
Mm-hmm.
The tracks seem to... There are times when they, like, disappear for a while.
Okay.
The people seem to travel where they're not leaving many tracks, but it's not a permanent thing.
What do we get any indication of who they may be from the camps and the tracks?
Nah, not really. They seem to be humans or humanoids.
No indication if they're like professional or mercenary or military or
What signs would lead you
barbarians?
to believe those?
Military, I would have like orderly tent setups and like in rows and whatnot with a well-maintained jack. If they were more of a professional type, like professional jungle dwellers, I'd see them maybe more like in the suitable to the environment. They would be positioning their tents for better being out of the rain and away from the ants and right, that sort of thing.
They don't seem to be the types that you would expect from jungle natives.
Okay.
It's not super orderly. You know, they're not laid out in a grid or anything like that. They do seem to have some order to the remnants. There are latrines dug out so far away from the places that are then somewhat filled in.
Okay. Cool.
And on that day.
That day.
Yeah, the dry and
You
sunny
remember
day.
that day?
The dry and sunny day.
Oh man, I gotta see Seven Zergay again.
It is hard to find.
Yeah, I know. It's such a good movie, and I keep looking for it on BitTorrent and stuff, but cannot find it. I suppose it's available for used, but on like Amazon or eBay. Okay, so that day.
Yep. Who has the highest passive perception?
Mine's
Mine's only a
Let me
12.
see.
So.
Mine is a 18.
Oh, that's a good passive. Okay, so Twillin, you are... I believe that's even higher than Azaka's. So while she is guiding you, you're helping spot the tracks because she doesn't track all that well. She just mainly knows where to go and things to avoid in that regard. You hear what sounds like, kind of off in the distance, grunts, maybe shouts.
Okay.
It's ahead of you, but away from the river.
Further into the jungle.
Yes, further into the jungle.
Could it be fighting?
Possibly.
Okay. Quietly let people know. I go, hey, hey, hey! I said, hey, down here, hey.
Yeah.
I think I heard some like grunts off of that direction, like maybe like somebody like trying really hard to do something. Maybe fighting. I don't know.
All right. I guess we'll go check it out. Actually, can we leave the others who are not here to guard the boat so that we don't have the boat damaged?
Sure.
Okay. That's a good job for them. And since we don't have our sneaky skill one, we will have to do our best without him. Although we have
turn
our
into a
other
panther.
sneaky person. Yes. Let's scout up there and see what you can find out. And we'll move just a little bit behind him.
I prepare to charge since I'm not sneaky at all, so I'll be back here.
I will be slightly ahead and as a panther, so I will turn into a panther.
I will be 35 feet behind.
Well, before he gets ahead of us, I'll tell him to, like, I don't know, swing his tail in a certain way or something to let us know if he thinks we need to come in, like charging, or should we come in like another, like left to charge and right to like be sneaky. We'll do that way. Okay, cool.
Do I have to roll remember to remember if it was left?
No, not at all. So you travel a few, maybe 100 yards,
Mm-hmm.
and then through the jungle canopy up ahead, you happen to see what looks like, and the sound of battle does get louder and more prominent as you get closer, until you can see through the brush up ahead what looks like maybe 4 or 5 people surrounded by undead.
Oh.
Wag my tail to the left. No, wait, right. No, left.
No need to sneak up undead, right?
So
you got your
pull you
got
over
your signal
here.
to charge. I just kind of look at Thrak and just like there you go, all yours.
All right, where were your tokens
making a map?
last? Yeah, I'm trying to get your tokens all together so I can pull them over there.
Oh yeah,
Mine was on the left side. I remember anyway.
mine was
I
still
was-
inside of the temple thing because it
Yeah,
never
I was
left.
to the left of the temple up near the latrines.
Yeah, let's see. I got Taban and Azaka too. Yes. I think this is the right one.
Ooh, nice.
So I brought the others over here just to keep them in the same place, but let me move them off to the side. See, Twilin, Nexus, Thrak, Azaka, and yes, okay. So you may roll initiative since you're not coming in surprised. You can actually see them up ahead as you're approaching.
Okay. Panther looks like +2.
Oh, it's not nearly as bad as I usually get on my initiative. I will count that as a win.
Oh, I didn't clear the tracker, so make sure the tracker's showing the right one.
What tracker? What do you mean?
Initiative turn order.
It was clear for me.
Yeah, it looked clear to me.
Yeah, it was empty. So when we rolled it, so someone cleared it.
Okay, yeah, mine's still showing Fixer on there and everything from last
weird.
time. So what did you roll for Nexus?
10. Try refreshing your page. See if that helps.
18.
It might.
Joe, can you set it? I don't know how to specify initiative when I do a manual roll.
Once my page refreshes, hold on.
You you can actually. Oh no, he's got to add your turn in. Yeah, so you can't add yourself to the initiative orders.
Yeah.
I just rolled it off of D&D Beyond.
You should be able to select your token and roll normally and then edit it though.
Yeah, but he wasn't in the initiative thing. You have to be in the initiative first for that to work.
No, I mean, I had my token selected. I didn't know that I could click a normal initiative and then edit it. I didn't know about the editing.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
You rolled really well.
That was pretty good. I'm
Oh, that is
still
it.
trying to
Like,
hope that
a
there's
lot
like
of-
some sort of wild shape for like beyond. Oh well, probably not.
If you're Circle of the Moon, yes. If you're not, then it's 1/4 your druid level.
No, I know what my limitations are. I'm more like I wish I could get rolls or at least something for like the standard shapes, but apparently it's not part of the beyond.
Well, it's not part of
I
the
don't see any-
Beyond, and it's not going to be part of Roll20 anytime soon.
I mean, it's a monster stat, right? So I need to be able to like click on, attack and damage rolls for the monster. But
If you have Beyond, you should be able to click on them on the rolls on the browser and it should go straight in.
He's saying for the different form.
Yeah, I
for the
understand
different
that.
shape, I can't pick an animal shape. There's no place to pick an animal shape.
No, but if you go into D&D Beyond,
Right?
go into the monster manual or just search for the monster you're looking for.
Oh,
You
wait.
could roll
Okay, so
off
not
of
under
that
my character.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you don't
not
have
under
to
your
do it.
character.
Yeah, you can roll off the
Okay.
actual monster sheet.
Just set up another
Guess
browser.
what I'm gonna do? Boom. Monster manual. Okay, opened up under that. And then Panther. Now let's see. Miscellaneous creatures. There we go.
It worked for me, yeah.
I'm going there. Give me a chance. There's a lot of creatures to scroll through. And I scroll past. Saber-tooth tiger. That is not it.
Thrak, did you roll a 20?
No, I rolled 12.
Okay. I'm doing a test. I'm clicking stuff.
If it was the last
Doing-
initiative pass, I rolled 18.
Did it do anything?
No.
Nope.
No, I didn't see it.
There's nothing to click on here. I mean, there's a couple of links defining things. But
Hey! Oh, wow.
this is
It rolled it as to GM.
Hold on, let me see.
Oh wait, okay. I think I figured it out. I think you have to pull up the
The actual character thing sheet of it or something like. That.
Yeah, the full sheet you can't look at from just the.
Yeah, see it on
Did something
that.
just happen?
Yep, I got a GM roll. That you should be
Oh, it
able
went to the GM roll.
Yeah, you should be able
Yeah.
to change that somewhere, I think.
But at least you could see it, so.
Yeah, if nothing else, I can see it.
Okay.
That's a start.
So that's a success.
Okay. No, I didn't actually do anything, right? So that was just a test.
Yes, got it.
Okay. I'm an 18, by the way. I rolled 4.
Yeah, I adjusted yours.
Okay.
Nexus has a 10, Thrak has a 12. Let me, I'm just going to roll once for the different groups.
Maybe these men were kidnapping a zombie?
If they were, they kind of failed because they got surrounded.
Yeah, apparently.
Usually that's the goal
might
you
have-
go for, not.
Might have just been someone who was wounded or something.
Have we rested since that last fight?
Yeah, it's been 2 days.
Yeah. So if you didn't
This is the
rest, you
sec-
should. You have a chance to.
Yeah, this is the second day of traveling. Oh, I would have
Okay.
probably adjusted one spell.
Yeah, because I was looking at all my stuff going, wait. I'm still hurt, and things happened.
I should be at full health, right?
Everybody should be.
Oh, okay. Here, let me do that then real quick. 'Cause apparently. There we go. Now we're good.
Alright, I think that's all of them. Nope, one more.
No, there's a big ugly up there. I didn't even see him. He doesn't appear to be in. Oh, some of your squares seem to be off. Okay, so
Yeah, I just noticed I was out of square, so I was like, wait, why am I in the middle?
because he pasted. That's why sometimes they get.
Yeah, and these guys, I was just dropping them out there, so.
Oh, the Minotaur skeleton go. Ooh, okay. Yeah, Taban, sick him. Don't let him get close to us.
All right, Taban.
Well, actually, some of the black things go before Taban.
Yeah, I know. But we haven't technically been noticed yet. Not
Here,
by all
hold
of
my
them.
beer.
All right, Taban and Azaka are on there as well.
Just so placement wise, I believe Twilling would actually be in the front because he was the one that told us to run up.
Yeah, I'd move myself up a little bit.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah,
And
he's
I'm
the one
just
in the
gonna-
bush.
Yeah, that works. Azaka would be up in there a little bit too.
Yeah, I can place myself a little bit like behind this rock or like right there.
Looks good to me.
Yeah. She's hiding behind the rock until she gets a good shot. We'll see what they do.
All right, so first that brings us to Azaka. Not knowing who these people are, she's kind of hesitant to get up there, but then again, undead are undead, so.
Yes, they are.
And right now we're dealing with about 8 undead. Let's not turn it into an even dozen by letting them.
Let's see, she can't get up there and attack, so instead she will just get up there. All right.
That's her not being able to get up there and attacking.
She had the double move.
Yeah. She had to dash to get up there. Alright, Minotaur Skeleton is going to move over there and smash into a scout.
Nice knowing you, Scout. Wait, tell me this isn't that group of idiots we are dealing with up the river?
They're pretty far from where we were before. They were heading back.
Yeah, they went back. I'm wondering if they came back out and went down the other river.
Good lord.
So the Minotaur Skeleton kind of kneels down and scrapes one of its hooves on the ground and then runs at the scout. So it's going to make a gore attack.
Oh, that sounds painful.
It sounds like we're about to have some gore.
Ooh.
What are the purple ones?
Ghast, ghosts, spiritual entities of some type.
A 13 happens to hit.
15 damage.
So plus 11 piercing, so...
No, the 11 is on the crit. That's why. It should only be 15.
Oh.
The 11 only. That's what it did the double roll because in case.
Yes.
So it should only be the 15.
So it's also then... For the gore, 9 damage.
Oh, it's got extra gore damage, yeah. Does that knock the poor
And
scout?
the scout is knocked back 10 feet, and its dead body is knocked prone.
No. Ouch. Okay, we must find a way to take this thing down.
What are the purple ones?
Zombies?
Oh, okay, so they're like the other, just a different color.
And
Yeah.
I'm guessing the green ones are skeletons?
You've got
Green, red?
skeletons.
So why am I not on the table?
You're down here.
I'm 18.
Yeah.
His
I don't see
initiative. No. You didn't
My
add
initiative.
him to the initiative roll.
It's
Right.
on mine.
No, that's
Okay.
not on ours.
It's hidden.
Hold on.
I'm stealth.
Here, I'll do it again.
It's okay.
Now I see you.
Oh, I'm now 0 at the bottom.
Yeah.
Let me edit that. 18.
There we go.
All right, so Twellen, you can go before the priest.
Okay. Moving is like you hold down a shift key, right?
No, you just left click it with the mouse. If you hold,
No, I mean,
go ahead.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
Go ahead. To draw a line on it, like for.
Hold
direct
down the
distance.
left mouse and then right click to start, and then right click each time you want to change directions, and it'll hold. It'll give you the
okay.
path.
Okay, that didn't work.
You still got to grab it with the left click first.
Oh, you just right click each time. Okay. Okay, so. I can't see. Hold on. No, I don't want to do it that way. Oops. Okay, I would have started from this square because I want the full 20 to do a pounce from this square onto this zombie. Let me click
Wait,
that.
say
See if
what
it goes
now?
into roll 20. It went straight to GM. I'm going to do a pounce, and that was the strength save for when I do the claw attack.
Is a pounce in action?
Yeah, well, no, it's a feature. If the panther moves 20 feet straight toward a creature and hits it with a claw attack on the same turn, the target must save versus a DC 12 strength check or be knocked prone. If prone, I can then make a bite attack.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you've got 50, so...
Right, so here's my claw attack to you. If that worked. And I've missed.
For the claw, yeah, you get an 8.
Yeah, even on a zombie from behind, it's still...
No,
Oh, well.
zombies have an 8, so you hit.
Oh, 5. It made you to make a save check. DC 12 strength check. Yay, slow zombie.
It gets a 14. It's not knocked prone, and it takes 5 damage?
Yep.
Alright.
And I do a cat roar. Rawr!
That was an awesome cat roar.
Oh, great. Now the scouts and the cleric are all going to be like, oh, great. Now we have a cat involved in the fight.
Hey, it's killing zombies. They'll probably be okay with it until it starts attacking.
The priest, kind of seeing you run up there, a panther, and looking in the direction, because Azaka came running up too and didn't have an attack. Think Maliki, you're here. She is going to... Oh, that's... sucks. Alright, she's going to cast a spell.
Please be blessed. Please be blessed. Please be blessed. Please be...
No, she is going to...
Damn it.
Um...
I really like bless.
I have a spell I want to use, but don't hardly have a good place for it yet.
You just want to use your catapult.
I thought about it, but that's not the one I'm thinking now.
She is going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Oh, spiritual weapon's always fun.
And for sake of having a weapon, she is going to do it there where the flying sword is. And it's going to attack the Minotaur. And miss, I think. Yep, it misses. That was a bonus, however. So she is going to attack the Minotaur with her mace. That one hits. And as a bonus action, she is going to expend a spell slot for her Divine Eminence and have it do extra damage.
She already used her bonus, right?
No, oh yeah, you're right. She did. Never mind.
We don't mind.
She did that with her spiritual weapon. All right. That brings us to the zombies. Let's move there and oh yeah. Hits the scout for 2. This zombie here is going to turn and hit the panther. Does a 12 hit?
Yes.
For 3 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And the
Do you want me to use the default hit points?
Zombie, or you can roll. It's up to you.
No, just use the default. Which color is hit points? I forget.
The green is hit points.
Okay.
Blue is AC.
Okay.
It's gonna move there and attack the priest. And an 11 is going to miss. So Taban, you wanted Taban to charge.
Charge.
He cannot get there and attack, so he is going to dash. To there. Thrak, you are up.
Alright, I need to try to level this playing field a little bit. Alright, so I shall bring forth my holy symbol and yell at them, Kalimvor commands you to return to the earth, and basically turn undead. DC 11 wisdom check.
What's your range?
30 feet. So
Oh, you can't get the Minotaur. Sad.
Nope, but I can get most of everything.
Yeah,
else.
yeah, you can get a good chunk of them.
All right.
I was like, I could dash and wait till my next turn, or I can scare the bejeebies out of what's here.
Yeah, no, that's a very effective one. That works. Is it damage or is it just?
They run away from anything that can see and hear me within 30 feet. Has to make a DC 11 check or run away from me frightened.
And it's wisdom?
And that is all. Yep.
All
DC
right.
11 wisdom.
I'm going to do the 3 zombies first from left to right. So that one first.
Fail.
That one fails. He is going to have... let's see what makes a good fear. The boot, since he has to run. Next one. Also fails.
Ooh.
Ouch. It's so unwise, it thinks it's right.
And then the last one. Also fails. Alright, so that's the zombies. Skeletons next.
And the only one, I won't get those top 3, the one above the scout, parallel to the spiritual weapon, the 2 above it.
Yeah, I know.
And the Minotaur skeleton.
So
Right,
I'm gonna roll.
those 4. Okay.
Looks like 3 skeletons are in it. That one succeeds. Next one. Fails. And last one. Fails. Alright, that. Oh, and the white.
That's a white, isn't it? God bless it.
Yep. Nope.
And he succeeds.
I ain't scaring that white off no matter what I do.
It's
And
only
they-
got +1. You could have.
They have to move on their turn, right?
As an action, fiends undead, each one can see or hear you within 30. On failure, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes damage. It doesn't say when they turn, but
Okay.
I'm guessing that's what's going to happen. It's
Yeah.
on their action.
If it doesn't
They-
force
they-
them to immediately use a reaction, then it's on their turn.
Yep.
So
So-
if they take damage, then they won't run.
That breaks.
Right.
Okay, so I can't damage those, is what you're telling me. Interesting. Okay.
Alright, Nexus, you're up.
Good news. I wasn't going to target any of them anyways. Let's see if I can get close enough to what I want.
There's a very nice rock right there by that bush. Right there. Very nice rock. Right behind, with a nice little bush to hide in. You'll be safe there. That's not the rock and bush I was talking about.
Oh, okay. I can actually go a little bit back for that. Actually, 50. Oh no. I have to be within 60 feet. So, and I want to target this dude up here at the top. But that's okay. There's a lot of people in front of me and them, so it should be fine. All right. I'm going to do ice
Ice knife.
at this dude. I wanted to do this dude, but it would hurt everybody around him, including the priest and the scout, and that's not what I wanted. So I will have to target that dude. So I will be using a 2nd level spell slot. First, I have to hit that guy. Let's see if I can hit him.
Well, even on a miss, you'll hit everything around him.
Yeah. Oops, it didn't work. Hold on. Okay. Oh, a 23 will definitely hit him.
23 does hit.
All right. So he only takes 2 points of damage right now, and then all of them, everything around him, has to do a dex save or take the 9 cold.
All right. Who did you target? I was looking at something else.
This guy up here. So he takes 2,
Okay.
and then all 3 of these guys, everybody within 5 feet of him, has to make a dex save or take the 9 cold. And I think, yeah.
Oh, you're doing Ice Knife?
Yeah, I thought that was a pretty effective one, given now we're all grouped together.
Yeah, I did it last
All right.
week.
Minotaur is going to make his save.
Ooh,
And
nice.
fail.
So he takes 9.
Let me actually see if he's immune to cold.
That'd be annoying.
Alright, skeleton. Saves. And skeleton number 2. Saves.
Dexterous skeletons.
They
Okay.
start doing bullet time dodges.
Yeah, I see.
Actually, it's more like the ice just goes right through them, and they're like, "Huh?"
So, all right, fair enough. At least I got 9 to the Minotaur. So that's
Alright, so that was you. Do you have anything else, or are you done?
I think I'm done. Yeah.
Alright, the white's turn. He is going to turn and attack the guy below him.
Oh, the scout dude.
Or me, the one that tried to scare the shit out of him.
He's got someone in melee with him.
He gets to do a multi-attack. He can do 2 longsword attacks, or one of those can be his life drain. So he's going to life drain the scout.
Poor scout. Oh, miss.
And miss. And the longsword misses too.
Look at that. The scout got lucky.
Alright, skeletons. Let's do the ones that are feared first.
Run, little devils, run!
How long does the fear thing last?
1 minute.
Nice. They can get pretty far.
Yeah, remember that entire group that was charging down? Oh, you weren't here last week. I scared off an entire group that was in the foliage beyond our line of sight. Never saw them again.
Nice. Maybe these are them.
No, I don't think they would have crossed the river.
Oh, okay. Maybe.
I'm trying to think if the scout would do his opportunity attack, because he doesn't exactly know what's going on.
Did see the cleric dude, or what he might be a cleric of some sort. The paladin basically announce his presence, and I don't know. Has he ever seen a cleric work do a turn undead?
I also didn't take into account that some of those can't see the paladin because of the bushes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, but they can hear me.
Yeah, he was quite loud.
Yeah, so he didn't see his priest do turn undead. He just heard some shouting. So yeah, he's going to attack.
The guy trying to run? That's fine.
Yeah. And luckily he misses.
So he runs away.
Well, the scout that has the Minotaur right next to him is probably more worried about that big bastard.
That scout.
Especially considering... Oh, that one.
Alright, let's see. This one here, he's going to run as well. He can go through ally, so he's going to go that way. And that were the skeletons that were feared. Okay. So this one down here is going to attack Taban. And miss. This one here is going to attack the scout.
Oh, if we rested, why is Taban's hit points down?
Probably because I didn't rest him.
Just figure I'd mention that just before he starts taking damage.
Let's see, so that skeleton also misses. These two, one's going to move up and attack the priest.
Right into
looks like
his
he's-
sword.
Underneath the sword.
Yeah.
He impaled himself on the sword. It's fine.
Yeah, spiritual weapons, ghostly, you can't attack it.
And that
Yeah.
one's going to move up and attack the priest also.
That's interesting. Okay. Does 12 hit the priest?
12 misses.
Yay, that's good. Stay alive, priest.
So that's the skeletons. Alright, the scouts. This one here is going to attack the white.
Smart move. Oh, they're flanking the white.
He gets to make 2.
They get advantage then, right?
No,
Oh, right. You have the
total
other
of 3.
roll. Yeah, you need 3. Darn it, we need somebody to get in with them.
So short sword number 1 misses. Short sword attack number 2 hits.
Oh, I don't see the attacks, but okay.
They're not showing up for you? They're not GM rolls.
No, so this had a problem with on my Thursday game too, that apparently this is a glitch that's been happening on a lot of tables. So if you're not seeing the rolls, my understanding is apparently they're just asking people to email the tech people about it anytime that your table starts. So this happened on my table constantly.
Oh. Alright, so that's 1 scout. 1 more scout. This one's going to attack the Minotaur.
Nice.
hits. 20 should hit too. And it's not a bludgeoning attack, so... And last scout's going to attack a skeleton. Alright, that's them. Azaka now can attack a skeleton.
Wait, she gets advantage then, right? Because there's 3.
Yes, there are 3. She hits for 6. Not enough to kill it, so she's going to use her second scimitar attack for 8. Which is enough to kill it.
Woo! Down 1.
Alright, Minotaur skeleton. It's going to attack the priest again.
Oh no, it actually killed the scout the first time.
Yeah, it didn't attack the priest before. So.
Yeah, oh. It gored the scout, you're right. So it's going to attack. The scout's actually closer. It's going to go after the scout.
Oh, poor scout. Oof. Oh my gosh. It's a dead scout, isn't it?
God.
Oh, yeah.
I hope so.
Oh my gosh. Max damage 2d12. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, this thing needs to die.
I gotta cut my way to it.
They're brutal with their attacks.
Yeah, luckily it does not get multiple attacks. Twillin, you're up.
Okay. How high is this little fallen thingy?
About 4 feet. You can hop onto it easily enough.
So as a panther, I could hop on over it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It wouldn't be difficult
I'm
terrain
going
for you.
to, since I've seen him responding in fear, I'm going to hop onto it and over it to here, and then I'm going to cast Fairy Fire in 20-foot radius, starting at the white in the corner.
Are you going to revert
20
back
foot
to
square.
gnome form?
Yeah, I'm dropping gnome as a bonus. Yeah.
Okay.
Draw a shape, and then in that region there for Fairy Fire, casting it on the table. So they need to make a saving throw, dex save.
What's the DC?
My CC is okay. Now you're making me rethink it. It's 13.
All right. Minotaur skeleton gets a 19.
Okay. Please.
The white gets a 10.
Yeah. Fail.
We'll go with the yellow, I think, for the Fairy Fire.
Okay. And I am going to do the last of my movement in forest gnome form and move into melee range of the white.
All right. Priest's turn. She is going to smack the Minotaur skeleton. And miss. And as her bonus, she's going to use her spiritual weapon on the Minotaur skeleton. Which does hit. Alright, zombies. All zombies run. Taban. Taban is going to kind of come up and roll over that that thing and attack the white.
He'll have advantage.
Yeah. That's a pity I didn't get the Minotaur too. Bam.
There you go.
All right, that's him. Thrak, you're up. So he comes rolling up over that little bit of stone there into position and does 3 quick jabs with his spear, 2 of which find purchase. The third one kind of goes between a rotted bit of rib cage and misses.
Don't think I hit.
11
With
misses.
advantage. Oh, but as a bonus action, I do ignite my sword. Sorry.
Okay. Nexus, you are up.
Right. Well, since they have a little Congo line, I think this is a good opportunity to use the catapult. You know, they just line themselves up. Although I really, really want to hit this dude. So I'm going to heighten the spell and use it to give him a disadvantage on his saving throw for the spell. And then if he still makes it, it's fine. I can hit one of the other 3, I'm sure. But I really want to hit that dude with this. So we'll be at 2nd level. So he will have to make a dexterity save, I believe. Yes.
DC? He gets a
14?
1.
Oh, look at that. And I can reroll dice, but I don't think I need to. Wow, that was really, really decent damage.
23?
So, yeah, 23 damage to
And that's bludgeoning. He is vulnerable to bludgeon, so you do 46.
Yes.
And your catapulted rock slams into it, and it just shatters into dozens of bone bits.
There we go. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. Go back to the grave, beast.
There, it has a grenade symbol since it blew up.
That's fine. Use 3 sorcery points, but definitely worth it.
Are you done?
Yeah, I am done.
All right, the white. It's gonna go after Taban, I think.
Yeah, he got more meat on his bones.
Ow.
Oof.
Taban's got to save.
Yeah, he must make a con save.
I got faith in Taban on at least con.
No, he fails.
Sad.
And then he's going to do a longsword attack. And miss.
No, he's got advantage, right? On the white?
The white does not have
No,
advantage.
the white's making the attack.
The white is attacking. I'm sorry. Whoa, thank goodness.
Alright, skeleton.
Scaly, be quiet now.
Sorry.
Alright, those 2 run up and off the map, and they're going to keep on going. That one's dead, so we got 3 up here. Two are going to go after the priest, and 1... Well, let's go 1 at a time here.
That tells us how many hit points the priest has got left.
Alright, 1 on the left. Misses. Middle one. hits. And the one on the right after the scout. Misses. Alright, scout's turn. One on the white. Misses. And that also misses. And let's
Wait,
see.
it's making 2 attacks?
Yeah, the scouts make 2 attacks.
The second one, 17 doesn't hit?
So, oh, it has advantage. You're right, 17 does hit. Forgot the fairy fire.
Well, also, technically, there are 4 of us around it, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't double up on advantage, though.
Yeah, I moved originally in case I got, like, lost concentration on the spell. I still help advantage.
This one here,
Not
he's
me, not
gonna
necessary.
move over slightly and attack the skeleton closest to the Minotaur.
The dead Minotaur.
Ooh,
Crit for 10. The second attack is going to also hit for 4. Alright, that's both scouts. So Azaka. Azaka... She thinks you have the white taken care of, so she's gonna go after... No, she can't get there on the same turn. So yeah,
Now
she's
she has a
gonna...
ranged weapon, she can move up.
She's gonna move... this way, I think. And she'll draw her longbow as part of the move and take shots at the skeletons.
Yeah, not bludgeoning, but no biggie.
She takes one out.
Nice.
Minotaur skeleton is out. So Twillin, you're up.
Okay. Yeah, I think I might as well just use my shillelagh. So. Boom. 24 to hit for 5 damage on the white.
That does hit.
Close to a crit.
And shillelaghs are magical, right?
Yep. Along for the good old days where Magic Stone does double damage against undead. Oh well.
I had to make a slight adjustment because I was forgetting something for non-magical weapons there. Alright, the priest now has nothing nearby, so she's going to kind of move down. And she's going to move her spiritual weapon over slightly and attack. The remaining... No, she's going to move it down to attack the white. And miss. Zombies continue moving away. Taban is going to attack the white.
You should be very angry at the white.
He is very angry at the white.
Somebody should be angry?
It life drained him.
Oh.
Oh, is 13
happens.
gonna hit it?
$15 probably will.
Yeah, 2 of those seem to hit.
Oh, both hit. Nice.
The middle one misses.
Oh, sorry. We only see 2, but okay. I only see.
Oh. Yeah, Taban makes 3 attacks.
Yeah, it's doing that weird glitch.
Thrak, you are up.
Okay. I shall take a swing.
Hit it, Paladin.
That's my goal.
$19. For 19. Yep. Nice.
And I'm going to go ahead and Divine Smite it. So 2d6.
Or is it dead?
Yeah, I'll save you the spell slot. It's dead. As the animated life kind of drains out of its eyes, it leans a little close to you and snarls, "You will not escape this jungle alive."
I sort of catch it one-handed and then ease it to the ground and pat it on its head. Probably. But you didn't.
Nexus, you are up. There's one more skeleton.
Let's not go all crazy with this thing. I will chill touch it.
Are you close enough?
Yeah, 120 feet.
Ooh, okay.
Aw, 10 is probably not enough. But I will move up next to the priest.
10 is not enough. Does it take half on a miss?
No.
Yeah, it's just a little cantrip. It's a fun
my
cantrip, especially against undead.
Yeah. Sadly, I missed. But I'll just walk up to the priest and give them a.
Oh, the skeleton gets one more attack on the scout there.
Yeah, I was trying to hopefully give it disadvantage on it, but 6.
Ow.
Ow.
Let's see if the scout returns the favor. Alright, the scout finishes it off.
Punch.
Thrak, check their wounded and dead. See if you can do anything for them.
Yeah, the one of them may be still alive.
The priest is going over there to look. This one here. Probably the same one you're looking at.
Yeah, probably.
Well, I just reach over and touch Taban, and I'll heal him back his lost hit points. And then I'll move over to the scout.
You can't.
No,
that
he
was
can.
the failed save. No, his maximum is down.
You can
until
heal
the next day.
his damage, and it has no effect. So mark off those points.
Oh, right.
Okay.
You reach over and heal him up some, and it seems to have no effect on his appearance.
I will wait before saying anything until all the wounded are treated.
And then I'll check the scout.
Alright, since you took a moment to heal Taban, she is going to cast a spell.
She who?
The
The
priest.
priest.
The priest.
Oh, I didn't know it was a female. Cool.
Yeah, is this the same bloody priest we ran into earlier?
It doesn't seem to be.
Oh, good.
What spell does she cast?
She casts Cure Wounds.
Oh, okay. Does it work?
Yes, it works. And
I'm
while
checking the one at the top.
okay, that one is gone.
Smack. Okay.
She kind of looks around. I want to thank you.
Sorry we weren't in time to save your other...
That is not your fault.
I am Nexus.
Hi, I'm Twillin.
I am Lenore.
It's nice to meet you, Lenore. What is it that what takes you into these jungles?
She kind of sweeps her hand across the dead bodies laying around.
Oh, are you hunting the...
Hunting the undead, yes.
Looks like they came in a few extra numbers than you had.
Yes, sometimes that does happen. I was on my way to Camp Righteous or Camp Vengeance to see if I could resupply there.
Wait, that's where we just came from.
No, we came from Lunches.
Okay. Yeah, we just popped in at Camp Righteous and there's not anything there.
She nods.
We're heading in the same general direction. If you want to come with us.
That might be best.
Yeah, we were... I suppose you... how many... have you seen a lot of undead?
I guess that depends on your definition of a lot. Is this a lot to you?
It's about the same amount that we encountered 2 days ago.
I suppose.
Usually the bands we stumble upon have less than a dozen.
There's just the big one there that took you by surprise, I imagine.
Yes. I don't think I've ever encountered one of those before.
Well, I think the intelligent one is the one that's more worrisome.
Yeah, I'm over there poking him with my flaming sword, going, burn, burn.
What?
Let's search them and attend to the remains of her friends.
Because I've already tangled with a white. I remember what it did to me last time.
I will. Do you wish to bury your friend, or travel, or how do you wish to handle that? I do not know your ritual. Talking to the priestess.
Yeah, we might want to burn them.
Ooh. Sure enough. Nexus will go over to the body before we do anything else and do a prayer to the Raven Queen to guide her to her proper resting place for her soul, kind of thing.
Roll me a religion check.
Sure.
I guess.
You guess what?
No. Oh, I didn't want to interrupt you guys. Go ahead and finish up. I just basically said I was going to turn into an ape and start dragging the bodies into a pile and look for some, I don't know, bracken.
The scouts go, the two that were not fallen kind of go off and pull out some hand axes from their packs and begin chopping wood to start a pyre.
Hey, stop, leave the trees alone. I turned back into a gnome to say that.
I'm sorry?
I'll find us some stuff, don't worry about it.
If you think you can.
I can.
Your prayer over to the Raven Queen over the fallen body, you get this sense. You have this frustrated feeling as a response.
I know.
I'll signal to the scouts. I believe I passed some broken trunks back this way. And we'll go collect the fallen logs that are on the ground to the south.
They are happy to go collect fallen wood and get that ready too.
I call their priestess over. What was her name again? I'm sorry.
Lenore?
Yeah, Lenore.
Yes.
Out of curiosity, not seen many priests in the area. Who do you worship? Who do you gain power?
I worship Maliki.
Oh, I see. Interesting. Have you has Maliki given you any sort of sense that something may be wrong in the realm?
She doesn't speak to me often yet.
But
I do have this need to help rid this jungle of undead. I believe that is her will.
Understood. We will make haste on this. We were actually looking for somebody who might have was supposed to meet us, but we were following a drag marks. It looks like. Can I find them again? Find the path that we've and kind of show her.
Yeah, if you want to
They're
start
100
heading
yards
back
away.
towards the river.
Yeah. While they're building the pier, I'll kind of show her. But these go back to the river, so this is not like where she. I'll just say if she happened to see anything that you know was a little out of the unusual.
I haven't found anything stranger than normal.
Okay. Looks like somebody was being drug away.
Oh? She kind of...
Joe, was it still evidence of being drugged after 2 days of travel?
That's true.
In places, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll maybe like point out something and say, hey, look, it looks like here there's like feet being drugged and stuff. I'll show it to her. We may or may not be the person we were supposed to meet, but we were following these tracks. But appears to continue head down the river.
They're headed toward vengeance.
Yeah, likely it looks like they're headed towards Fort Vengeance. So if you're heading that way, you don't mind us walking with the tracks, at least, unless they veer off.
No, I don't mind. Yeah, you guys had gone, you were following the tracks near the river, and you went a few hundred yards away from the river and found her?
Right.
Yes,
right.
Okay. We weren't coming from that close to the river, so we haven't seen anything.
I see. Yeah, that's no problem. But yeah, Fort Vengeance would be a good stopping point for us.
She kind of pulls out a small hand-sketched map. If my map is correct, I think we're not too far. Maybe 20 more miles? 20, 30 more miles?
Can I glance at it to see how well...
It's not as good as yours.
Okay. Does it have any areas that we don't have?
It has... Let me put you back over on the map. So it's a crude section of this like northern section. It's got Port Nyanzaru on there. It's got the Bay of Chult. This mountain range here is marked. The Mistcliff Mountains. Just kind of hand sketched. The River Soshin Star is not as winding as it happens to be. It's kind of more of a straight line, so not completely accurate.
Gotcha.
It's got Camp Righteous marked onto it, Camp Vengeance marked onto it. It's got a kind of a circle in this area up here, kind of north of you guys. That looks like it's kind of recently circled, and written next to it is Grungs.
I'll ask her, what are Grungs?
You haven't encountered any yet? Consider yourself lucky.
I don't think so. We're fairly new to this area, so...
Hostile frog creatures.
Oh. Frog creatures.
Very tribal, very territorial.
All right, and they live in that area, so we should avoid that if possible.
Yes, they do have a community up there.
Interesting. All right, so I'll note that area is for Grungs. Got it. Okay. Anything else I noticed interesting on her?
No, other than that.
Is more of the area around Camp Vengeance done? Because I would expect them to be like somewhere south of anything like that.
Nothing south. There are notations that you can't read just on a casual look over that seem to be up in this area between the Soshin Sar and the Tairiki. Almost it looks like there's, it's a crude sketch of the area, and then there's some hash marks in the northern section north of where you guys are.
Are those notes where you found undead?
Somewhat. We've been working our way down. We traveled a little between the Tairiki and the Soshin Star, and then we went back to Port Nyanzaru to resupply. And now we've been coming north of the Soshin Star.
I see.
This is just a general area of where we've been.
Interesting.
Yeah, we got a little lost between the two rivers too.
Yeah, just a little turned around, but we have a very good scout. So, then let's go ahead and see to your friend, and make sure that we do that properly, and we will head on our. So we'll do the burial burning thing, and then.
Alright, so with the help of fallen logs and a bit that Twillin finds, you get a pyre going. The undead, she just kind of leaves there, but her two fallen, they lay on the pyre.
Okay.
And she says a general prayer to Maliki.
Mm-hmm.
It is nothing about, ensuring their souls move to the right place or anything. It's more like you will nourish, your remains will nourish the jungle and life, that type of thing. The renewal of life.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I've been down with Maliki before.
Alright, should I give you experience for 2 fallen scouts? No. Oh, just one. One was saved.
Yeah, we saved one. Yeah, only one died, right? We did a pretty good job at saving them, okay? Not our fault the stupid dude wanted to gore the poor girl in the first run, okay?
Yeah, there was nothing we could do to save that one.
All right, and then we will follow the river den, and now we have a few extra NPCs. Wow, we have a large group of NPCs. Woo.
Yep. But that just gives us more people to, in the case of our paladin, to preach to, and in the case of me, teach proper camp preparation and maintenance.
Oh, you're gonna teach the scouts how to be more respectful of the plant life and the animal life.
I will teach a lamppost how to be more respectful of the environment.
And each of you may add 350 experience points.
Ooh, nice.
350.
With a much larger party, the next 2 days are mostly uneventful.
Anything we run into, we just basically roll over.
Yeah, it's negligible encounters. The next day is very heavy rain.
Water.
The heavy rain and wind kind of makes it counteracts the advantage you get from helping somebody navigate.
Okay. But as long as we're staying to the river, we're less likely to get lost. So, how's the track with the heavy rain? I'm sure we're probably gonna lose it right about now.
Yeah, you lose it in the rain.
Yeah, okay. But it still looked like it was sort of heading in the Camp Vengeance direction before we lost.
It seemed to be, yes.
Okay, all right. So there's a chance. I do recall him saying that he did not want to go to Vengeance as he had some sort of history there or something. I do recall something of that nature.
Maybe he's being taken there.
Yeah, so maybe the person, someone recognized him and was like, yeah, there's somebody in Camp Vengeance that wants to talk to you. And he went kicking and screaming.
I'm going to spend most of the rainy day as a velociraptor. Just
because?
Just because I don't like being rained on as a gnome.
Ah, that makes sense.
All right. There is a very heavy mist that develops on the 4th day.
Oh,
Okay.
as soon as the rain stops, though, I'll dry everybody out very quickly with the prestidigitation. You're dry. You're dry. You're dry. You're dry. See, they look.
Yes, your mending prestidigitation is keeping me from
Okay.
rusting.
Are we about to arrive at the camp, Joe? Because we should probably take a little break.
Yes.
Let's take a 5-er, please.
That'll work.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we can take a short break.
Cool. Be right back.
All right. Yep. I'll be right back.
And we're back again.
Woot.
Hi, Owen.
Hello. One.
We can't hear you.
She can't hear you either.
She just likes walking behind you in circles, right?
Yeah.
There she goes the other way.
Yeah, I
What's that
really
called,
need like
photobombing?
a back screen of some sort. I mean, I don't think it would help much because then she'd just have a screen to jump behind or jump into. Alright, let's see. Looks like sound is back. Yep, okay. So on this day, a heavy mist rolls in. You've had days like this before. Visibility is very, very short.
Okay.
And alright, that's where you are. Because of the limited visibility, you're up on it. Before you notice through the foliage and the mist, you see a crude timber fortification up ahead of you. You can make out through the shape watchtowers, and there's a large ditch in front of it, or encircling it, bristling with sharpened stakes. Let's go over here.
I think that's called a palisade.
Oh, come on. I guess when I restarted my computer, I lost my cut and paste. So let me come over here and grab your tokens again. Let's see, Twillin Nexus, Thrak, Tabon, okay. Alright, so you'll be up in the upper right hand portion.
Ah, okay.
So further south of you, you see a large gatehouse which faces the river, on the shore of which are 4 rowboats tied to a wooden post. Scattered around the fort are piles of charred human corpses and flayed animal carcasses swarming with flies.
All I'm seeing is black.
Up in the very, very top corner.
Yeah,
Top
top
right.
right.
Oh, got it.
So, like, carcasses? Like, are these recent then?
Some may be recent. They're swarming with flies though, so they weren't recently on fire.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I will look at the is this what it normally looks like?
She gives you a confused look. I've never been here. I
Oh,
just knew
true.
where it was.
Oh, wait. I don't think any of us have been here, right? Because even Azaka said she doesn't really.
Right.
Hello? Hello?
Over here,
Start
there
easing
is a
around toward the gate.
watchtower that you can see, kind of through the mist, and up above that looks like there's a person that, at least the posture seems to be like they're trying to get a better look at you, but they're having just as much trouble in the mist as you are.
Uh,
There might be a
Alright.
guard?
Yeah, there may be
Yeah.
a guard up there.
All right, I'll get closer. Just walking very slow.
I'll go ahead of you and hold my sword aloft. That's like a torch.
Oh, that works.
And when you get to there, you definitely see guards up on top of the gatehouse. Oh there!
Hello.
Who are you? State your business.
Let's see how do we respond. Okay.
I am
Hi, it's
Thrak,
me.
Paladin of Ketlumvor.
Well, we have traveled from. Damn. What was the main city?
What, Waterdeep or Port
Oh.
Nianzu?
Was it?
Port Nianzaru?
Yes. Okay, that's it.
My
we
name
have
is
traveled.
Trollan, and I'm not undead.
Yes, we're not undead. We've traveled from Port Neon's Norn, whatever that place. I can't talk. And we stumbled on these. I'm not sure what she would call themselves. This
Party.
group who were hunting undead in the area. We would like to resupply and rest, if you don't mind.
Hold on, I have to run it by the commander.
Of course.
Have we been walking all day, or did we take a day of rest to get here?
No, you haven't taken a day of rest.
Or a long rest, I guess would be a term.
You were able to
It's
rest,
already
yes.
the next. He's talking about it's been since a long rest since the last
Yeah.
battle. If that's what you're asking.
Yeah, it's a couple days after that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have us down as we're on the 15th usage of.
Yeah,
It
that's
may
what
be
I
the
got.
16th.
I got the 15th day.
Okay, yeah. So I have the 15th use of insect repellent.
How many days of it did we bring? It was a lot.
They were
it
a
was
month
like
per jug. Gourd.
Got it.
Thingy.
We all owe our guide So much gold.
Hmm?
No, remember she waived the fee.
Oh, that's
We have
right,
to
because
get
we
her
helped her get an
ancestral
mass
mask
back.
back.
Mhm.
Got it.
Yeah.
I remember.
And now she knows that it's magical.
We even told her something interesting about it, so I think she's cool.
I'm just going to move down a little further south, just to about here, and just look and see if it looks the same as it did to the north.
What you can see through the mist? Yeah, pretty much.
No, just wait patiently.
I think.
I like to say up to the
Continue for a
guard
while.
looking at us. I'm not undead, really.
I think he knows you're not undead there, Trillin.
I don't know if he knows it or not.
I
I don't know. There's
I
some
suppose.
crafty undead.
Really?
I could dance.
Well,
Trillin
remember
dances.
that one that I killed told me I was going to die out here, so they
Yeah,
can
but
talk.
you don't look like that one.
You know, you're very depressing at times for a paladin.
I serve the god of the dead. We aren't exactly known for bringing joy to people.
You got a point there.
Most people associate us with sadness and bad things, while death is merely a next step, and we try to guide people to that.
A moment
undead.
later.
My experience.
I'm not a cleric. You want that? You talk to our friend wherever the hell he is.
Mm.
A moment later,
Gotcha.
the gate starts to open.
Okay.
Also, remember, I'm a paladin of righteousness. I can't lie.
And
I can.
Standing there
That's a lie.
are two guards.
Okay.
They try to get a good look at you.
I can take a step closer, just like one.
Oh, he kind of puts his hand up.
Okay, never mind then.
Yes, the commander wishes to see you. This way.
Thank you, sir.
And he kind of motions
See
to
ya.
where the other guard is, and the other guard is waving you towards him.
Like, step in.
I follow reluctantly.
Oh, there it goes.
You gotta get past the wall.
You just step past the wall. There we go. Oh, there we go.
And immediately start veering toward the penned animals.
Trillin, we're guests
What?
here. Don't make a scene.
I don't know what you mean.
Commander
Can you
is
tell
this
if I'm
way.
lying that time?
Stay here. Let's not cause trouble until we're. Let's just not cause.
Okay.
I actually walk over to this puddle and I take a look at it. Does that seem like brackish water or very
Yes,
unclean?
it does look like unclean water.
You.
And even from where you are, those 4 goats in the pen look rather sickly and small.
Oh.
Yes. See, I lost my other guard here.
Let's definitely not cause trouble here.
He leads you, straight ahead into this tent. He stops and peeks in. Commander, the guests. And from inside you hear, show them in, show them in. And he steps aside.
We go in the tent. Okay. I hope the tent's bigger than what it looks like.
Well, it's 15 by 20 foot. It's rather big. But you don't all have to move in there.
Yeah. Okay. We're
Tolan has fully explored the tent and escaped out the back.
Inside is a... let me see if I have a description of him. No, doesn't look like it. Definitely a soldier. He has the air of command to him. He's standing on the other side of a table with a few maps on it. And he is kind of, as you walk in, he is studying it. There are markers in places on this map. You don't know what they represent, but he is moving one from one place to another as you move in.
okay.
Newcomers. Just in time as well. Who are you? State your names.
Time.
I am
What?
I am Nexus. This is Twillin, Thrak, and I'll introduce the rest. We ran into the cleric. What was her name again? Sam. Lenore. We ran into the cleric Lenore on our travels here, and her party.
Priest. Yes, you will come in.
How you doing? I'm undead. What?
That is not amusing.
Twillin.
But he said he could tell if I was lying.
We have been swamped by undead. Lenore, you are able to heal? Yes, I have sick men that can use your attentions.
Your whole camp is sick. I shall go cleanse.
What did you guys do with your canoes?
We left them back at camp.
Once we saw the fort, we would have put them down.
Yeah, they're probably right outside.
Remember, it's misty.
Yep, it's misty. So did you leave them like right where you saw the fort, so 150 feet away?
Yeah, probably.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, what do you do? Well, I am Commander Breakbone. I am in charge of this outpost.
Commander, thank you for your hospitality and allowing us in. You said you're being attacked by undead pretty consistently. Is that abnormal?
Back on the mainland, yes, I would say it's abnormal. Here, it's day to day.
Oh, I see. Okay. I was just curious if there was an increase in recent attacks.
And he kind of swats some flies that are flying around him.
Did you run out of insect repellent?
He is wearing a holy symbol of Tyr.
I see, a man of Tyr, huh?
Insect repellent, do you have any? We have none.
Do you not send any groups to the city to?
We only have enough for personal use.
Yes. You don't send troops. You don't send groups to replenish your.
He motions at the map. The last group we sent out for supplies, and he points to one of the markers, hasn't returned or checked in.
I see.
When was that?
3 weeks ago.
Ooh. How many did you send?
6.
Via river, I would assume.
No, these were over land. We do not have enough boats to send by river. Speaking of which, do you have boats?
Twillin pats his pockets. Where did I put my boat?
We traveled
He
on foot.
slams
most of the
his
way.
hand onto his table.
Tw-
Do not toy
Ignore
with me.
Twillin. I apologize for him. He's not used to being around people. Being in.
Well, I'll stop toying with
used to-
you if you stop acting like you're going to take advantage of us. We're willing to help out in many cases, but man, your attitude.
Commander, I understand your frustration, and we are also sadly we are not at the end of our journey. We must travel further into the jungle. So any supplies we have, we will need, sadly. Now, what I will tell you is on the way back, if we have extra supplies, we will gladly drop them off to you, and since we will be on our way back to the city at that point. Now, if there are some undead out there that we can kill on the way, we will absolutely do. We have no love for undead here.
I growl softly.
Now, if there is a specific location you wish us to check on our way, then that might be something we would consider. I see you have clearly you place things on the map of where certain locations would be of large amounts or something of that nature that scouts had found. So if there's a place that you wish us to investigate on our particular journey as well, somewhat more south of here though, if that is possible, then we would be more than glad to do so.
Yes. Well, if you have boats, I could use you. It would help if you could get some of my men back up to the port. We are ill-suited to treat them here. They will most likely die if they do not see somebody.
Maybe the cleric here and her men can help you with that, as again, our mission takes us further south.
It
Not
does?
to the
I
north.
mean, we're following the guy, right? We don't know
South.
where he went.
No, we're not looking for that. Well, we're not sure where he was.
We were being nice. We escorted the cleric and her people here to resupply.
Yes.
I
That was
I
our
don't know if we need to go
We
south right
lost the
away.
path.
Yeah, I don't know if we need to go south right away.
We do.
Why?
I will discuss that with you later.
Okay.
As for your injured and sick, allow the cleric and I to take a look at them, and perhaps between the two of us we can find ways to aid even the ones that you wish to have transported back to the city.
We will, if you don't mind, we can stay one night, rest, heal as many as we can, and treat them as much as we can. We will take a look at your supplies and see what we can do to help replenish some. But again, we have to take what we can ourselves, or because we still have a long journey ahead of us. But we will see what we can, if you don't mind us taking a look at what you have.
What are you doing here?
We are trying to clear this jungle of undead and other evils.
It's a really big jungle. This is just one little fort.
Yeah, actually, looking around, how many men do you actually have stationed here?
Are you feeling okay?
58.
How many? I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
58.
Minus the ones that are too wounded to do anything. Or disease-ridden or whatever.
Yes.
This is... I don't understand what your point is of manning this outpost. I mean, is it like on the way to someplace important where there's more people? I mean, just sitting here for 3 weeks seems like really friggin' stupid.
What made you choose this particular outpost? Was it already built? And
We
you just
cannot
wanted it
lead sorties from the port. We need a forward base of command.
Right, but why come so far? You're weeks away from supply.
Yes, well, if we were close to supply, then we would be weeks away from the undead.
He's saying that this is a prime location to venture outward. I understand.
Okay, so wait, is this connected to port? The fort, retaliation, right, or whatever the one.
Righteous.
Because I mean, they're being cleared out. There's nobody there. The paladin's gone. The temple's destroyed. Everybody's dead. So I mean, if they were like an intermediary stop, that's gone. So now this is sort of like stranded out in the middle of 3 weeks away from town, and with no supply chain. I'm trying to figure out why they're still here. I look at the commander accusingly.
We are still here because there are still undead that need eliminated.
Yeah,
You're never gonna.
I think Twillen does have a point
Twillen
here.
just walks out of the tent at that point, just shaking his head. Oh my god!
It doesn't appear that you're well prepared to handle the situation, though. I understand that you were sent men up, but you didn't come with enough boats, or were they just destroyed?
We have some boats, but we need them. I cannot afford to lose any of my men to escort some of our sick and wounded back to the port. You, however, seem fully capable of going back for me.
But we won't. Our business is also very, very important. And sadly, it does take us the opposite way of the port. But
I see.
I will discuss with them and see what we can do, though. Like I said, we will take a look around the encampment and see what we can do to help you. But I would strongly suggest next time you go for supplies, use the boats. You may want to use them for other things, but the boats would be the safest route to get your supplies there and back, and the fastest. If we came across Fort Righteous a couple of days ago, and if there were some of your men there, they were killed.
Camp Righteous we abandoned months ago.
Is it?
It was too exposed.
Yeah, I could understand that. But here, yes, you're enclosed, but still seemingly ill-prepared.
Twillen finds, what's her name? Lauren again? What's that her name?
Lenore?
Lenore, I was close. Tells Lenore, whispers to her, "They're insane! Don't stay here!"
You're doing that in front of Commander? Because she's in the tent with him.
No, I walked out of the tent. I thought she was out.
No,
okay, she's going with us.
She followed into the
I
tent
left
with
the tent.
So,
okay.
We will do what we can.
Goats then.
The cleric, Lenore, we got you here. It is up to you to decide what you wish to do. If you wish to help them or not, that is on you. That is up to you at this point. But we will do what we can to and stay one night, heal who we can. Thrak, we'll take a look at your wounded and see what we can do for. I will take a look at your supplies and consider what we can and cannot spare.
I see.
And we will leave tomorrow. And on the way back, we will check in on you again, if possible. And if we have any other spare supplies that we did not end up needing, then we will gladly help out, as well as, any more wounded or anything else that you have not been able to get, we can escort at that point. I cannot tell you when or how long that will be, though. We do not know.
Twillen, from where you are, you see a woman coming over from this. northern tent. She kind of comes out of there and walks down to the command tent. And
Okay.
those of you inside see a woman come in.
Does she have like snakes for hair?
No. She seems to be human. Those of you inside the tent see a woman come in. She seems to be dressed in armor, military armor, but she also is wearing a holy symbol. Sister Sias. The priest
I
there
nod in
may
acknowledgement.
be able to assist you.
Is this your healer?
She is our priestess.
I see.
And she, new arrivals. Have you been sent to reinforce our ranks?
No,
No,
just
they are here to deny aid.
we are passing through. We did not know of your situation until we arrived.
He turns his back to you and faces the back of the tent, kind of with his hands behind his back. And she quickly motions you
All right,
out.
I got the point. Yes.
And she leads you up to one of the tents she came out of.
Okay.
I will simply say to Nexus, if we need to speak with him again, let me do the talking this time.
If you want. Let's see what the priestess has to say, though.
Oh, I'm following her because I said I was going to go forth and heal people.
Yeah, inside the tent, that particular tent, there are cots, and at the moment, 5 people inside that seem to be sweating, pale, shivering, not doing very well at all. And there are a few acolytes that are tending them, and it's obvious that they look exhausted, and some of them may be ill themselves.
I look to the priestess. Who are the 4 worst off out of these 5 that you can tell?
I think they are all diseased.
Which one is the least likely to die in the night?
She kind of looks at him. None of them are less like.
Which one is the strongest?
She,
Which one do you think is handling it the best?
as long as we can feed them and keep them fed, which it is hard to do sometimes, the disease is not killing them, but sickness and malnourishment is.
Okay. Let's put it different way. Which one has? Yeah, just pick 3. Just pick 4.
Each one, I lay my hands on them. I use 5 hit points, and I cure them of their disease. I move to the next one. I use 5 hit points, cure them of their disease. I move to the next one.
Okay.
I can only get 4. Hence my questions. The 5th one, I will examine and ask what is his ailment.
He is suffering from. Let me look this up.
And while she is remembering which disease he is suffering from, I will kneel next to him and say, I will pray to Kelmvor that he not take you this night, so that I may aid you in the morning. And tonight, I will aid you by staying and being vigilant by your side, in case Kelmvor chooses not to answer my prayer this night.
Hmm.
I look to one of the acolytes. Whatever it is that you choose to feed these men or women tonight, bring forth their food to me, all of it at once. Bring forth the water as well, and I will ask Kelmvor to help me purify it so that they are eating clean water, drinking clean water, and eating non-diseased food.
Priestess, how many more like this? Is this all of them?
No. This one here, the last one, actually all 5 of them are seeming to be covered with insect bites, and they're kind of shivering uncontrollably, very pale. The symptoms of this disease are blurred vision, disorientation, and rapid drop in body temperature, a sudden drop in body temperature, which is what causes the shivering.
From the bugs?
We believe so.
Did you? How much insect repellent did you bring? Not enough?
Apparently not enough.
Okay. How many more?
Our other tent currently has 5 more. That is
2
not
more
counting
days.
the guards that are on the walls that are not quite as what's the word?
They can still manage, but
Debilitated? Yes,
they're
they're not
showing the
quite as
effects.
bad.
I see.
It is a endless cycle. When one of them recovers, 2 more come down with it. We have not been resupplied in weeks, even though we should have had some since we got here.
Who's
Patrols
funding
sent
this?
out for resupplies have not returned.
Yeah, they're likely dead. They should never have been sent on foot. That was a ridiculous idea. Okay. Who's funding this?
The Church of Tyr.
Funding? We're of the Order of the Gauntlet.
Oh, I see.
Which is a faction within the Order of the Tyr believers. Thus, Twillen's attempts to argue with the idea of staying here was going to fall on deaf ears regardless.
Yes, I understand. Okay. Thrak, you stay here. Priestess, can you show me your supplies? Let me take a look at what you've got.
What we have is not much.
That's fine. Let me take a look anyways. Maybe it's something we can do for you. We don't have much, but what we do have, we might be able to help. So, is she thrown to like a supply center or something? Assuming I don't know if they have one.
She leads you outside and around back where there are some crates.
Okay.
over here. When she leads you, she kind of comes between these two tents here.
Mhm.
What's your passive perception?
It's a whole 12. It's not
12, yeah, you see. In a cage up there, kind of between some linen that's hanging on a clothesline over here, you see brief glimpses of a familiar figure in a cage.
Of course. Okay. I'll deal with him later.
Is that crazy ass Harper?
Probably. Well, but I'm not gonna give that away yet. Let me take a look at the supplies.
Twillin, are you just hanging out by goats?
No, I mean I'm not just hanging out there, but I am there. I'm talking to them, seeing if I can tend to any of their conditions. If I think the insect repellent I have will help them, if I can cast lesser restoration on them to cure diseases, I will. Cure wounds, I have that too. Basically, the humans in this camp to me are a lost cause, but the goats might be saved. And I'll be talking to them, right?
The goats are sick.
Chatting with them.
They're not too chatty because they're sick. They don't feel well.
Okay.
They're not wounded. They don't seem hurt, but they seem underfed.
Okay.
And even in here, there's tons of insects floating around, flying around.
Okay.
Stagnant water on the ground. It doesn't seem to drain very well in here.
Okay. Are any of the four? I mean, I have 3 lesser restorations available. No, I have 4. If I need to use all 4, I will. If they are all diseased. But if I think it's just a matter of condition and food, I'll see what I can do about getting some food for them. I don't want to waste the lesser restoration unless I need to cast it, because I can use it for like cures and stuff.
They do seem diseased. All 4 of them seem diseased.
Okay.
So that's up to you.
Boom, boom, boom. Oh no, I only have 3 slots on second level. Okay. 3 casts. Taken care of.
The guards that escorted you are back up on the watchtower, and the one closest to you is watching you. He's not saying anything though. He's just keeping an eye on you.
Okay.
All right, Thrak, what are you doing? Are you still in the?
Yes, I actually meant every word I said.
He's gonna sit there and wait.
I drew forth my sword, drove it into the ground. I rest my elbows on the cross tree, and begin praying to Kellenvor over the sick man, as I said I would.
Okay.
If someone tries to move
God
me
of death, look after this man.
I would assume the cleric went to the other tent.
Yeah, the priest went to the other one.
And if they bring forth food and water for the other men and this man, as I said, I was going to cast Purify Food and Water on it.
They will eventually bring forth broth for them, basically.
As long as it's in a 5-foot radius sphere, centered on a point of my choice, I purify and render free of poison and disease all food and water.
Okay.
As long as it's non-magical.
All right. So, how much do they actually have?
From you, Nexus has never been in military, right?
No, but she was part of that cult, so she kind of has an idea of like the amount of supplies
Yeah.
that like a group would need.
Saying that there's 58 people, they probably have maybe a month's worth of supplies at most.
Okay. Is it just general supply, like general rations and stuff for the most part?
Yeah.
Okay. And even if they were to take boat to the city and back, how long would they like get supplies?
Boats. Boat is maybe a little over a week each direction.
Okay. So a week or 2 weeks to maybe 2.5, depending on weather conditions.
Yeah.
Okay. So they could legitimately go up and with a group and get supplies and bring it back if they really wanted to.
People could probably make it up and back.
Right. Their problem is trying to protect their fort with a skeleton crew if they were to do that, because it would probably need 2 to 3 boats to go up there. They had, what, 4?
Yeah, there's 4 out there.
And each of those boats would hold 3 people plus supplies?
Yeah, 3 or 4, depending on how much they wanted to bring.
And we've seen how well expeditions of people have done out here before.
Yeah, exactly.
And they had numbers. Scouts and priests and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, Nexus is really trying to figure out how much she actually wants to help these people or not. She's not. I'm guessing you're collecting rainwater.
Yes, we are.
Is it is it enough so far to handle?
It is sufficient.
Let's see. All right, so you have maybe a month worth of supplies, if that.
Yes, it stretches a little more since the sick don't eat as much, but yes.
Yeah, I'd assume.
Who has the alchemical jug on them?
I would actually be carrying it because I was considering what to do with it, whether to help them out or not. Also,
Okay.
but I wouldn't show it.
Isn't it like as big as you are?
Yeah,
Oh, is
it's
it? How big
pretty
is this thing? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was that big. Sorry. Oh, then I probably wouldn't be carrying it.
Actually, I think Fixer had it.
It's a gallon size jug, but since it's ceramic, it also is a little bigger than
right. But that's not.
gallon.
Yeah, it's not massive though,
And it weighs 12 pounds.
Heavy, but not massive. Well, I'll let Taban carry it for the moment.
I find Taban.
Taban is... he didn't go into the tent, so he's kind of just standing around looking a little fidgety.
Okay. I need the jug.
Oh, why?
Honey.
Okay. He kind of looks around. Are you sure that's wise?
Twa looks around suspiciously. not being obvious at all about it. Not
You're
now,
in.
then?
There's
Okay.
several people watching you. I heard what was happening in the tent. I just fear that if somebody knows we have this, we might not for much
You think someone's going to
longer.
do something stupid? You think someone's going to do something
54
stupid?
of them. It's not stupid.
Probably.
Or, okay. I'll be back. Philin heads to the gate. Do they let
Okay.
him out?
No. They kind of watch you go and, oh, hey, what you doing down there?
Let me out.
I'll have to run it by the commander. Gates don't open without his orders.
Can I go over?
Kind of looks at you strange. I'm sorry?
Can I go over?
Can you?
Yeah, but can I go over without opening it? It's my point. Without talking to the commander first.
If you can, I suppose. We just don't open the
Okay.
gates without orders.
Twillin turns into an ape.
Good lord.
He kind of looks a little stunned at that, but
Clambers right up over the wall, and down the other side, and into the jungle.
okay.
And immediately starts foraging for some food or something that goats can eat.
Okay.
All right, I will put a cap back on all the food. I'll think about it. I'll take an inventory of my stuff and see what we can possibly survive. Tone's good at finding food. Maybe I can have him go forage some stuff for you guys later today. We'll see. He's probably by the goats, isn't he? Let me go find him.
Medicines would be better. Taking your supplies, while it may help in the short term, I don't think will make a difference.
I don't think we have any medicines, do we? I'm just out loud. I'm just thinking, do we have any medicines? I don't think we do we?
She don't know.
I don't know if Joe would allow people with the proficiency for herbology or whatever would be able to find something. I don't know.
Maybe, yeah. I'll think on that. We'll see what we can do, okay? Let me go find Twillin, and I walk over to the gate. To the
goat
gate
pens?
around. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no Twillin there.
There's 3 very healthy-looking goats in there.
Oh.
All of them.
Well, I don't think
have
they
no
would look
no-
healthy immediately.
Well,
They're still underfed.
Yeah,
They'd be looking a lot sturdier.
Look a little perkier, but they still look underfed and sickly.
And there's no insects on them.
Tavon, where's Twillin?
He kind of points over the wall to the wall. He turned into a monkey and went up and over.
Of course he did.
Or an ape, something. He turned into something big.
I look at the goat pen. He's gonna try to help the goats. Is he? Do I notice like the brackish water?
I think he already helped some of the goats. He was, I don't know, rubbing them down or something.
Are there some of the other like soldier dudes here like wandering around? The ones?
Yeah, there's some that aren't tokened that are wandering around.
Yeah,
so.
can I wave a couple over?
Okay.
What do you guys do with these guys?
Scaly, you cut out.
Oh,
Yeah,
what do you guys do? What do you guys do with these goats? Are they for milk?
When they produce, we used to have 6.
Okay. Well, first you've got to learn to take care of them, and I'm sure when my companion comes back, he can help you with that. But first, that water in there, they can't drink that. If they drink that, they're going to get sickly. You have to drain it for that to work. Or you have to replace their water or let the rain replace it, but it needs to be some form of a better form than that, or you won't have any goats.
And what would you suggest?
Um, so like a maybe a trough, I guess, that could slowly drain it out. You could block it like for when the rain approves, comes down and basically let it drain out every couple of days, so that you're replacing that water. So it doesn't get stale, and a lot of times the bugs can use it. You don't want that. They'll get sick. So the puddle is fine as long as you have a trough that sort of drains it. It needs to go deeper and get out. So she'll do a best description of what she can do, and then maybe take some wood or something to use it as like a dam that holds it, and then release it to drain the water.
They watch, fascinated,
Maybe I can even get Fixer over to kind of explain it better. It's probably more up his Fixer speed anyway.
At that point, a gold dwarf comes walking over from around the corner over here up to the north and starts walking towards you and where Taban is standing by the goat pen.
Okay.
And he kind of stops a few feet away, plants himself, hands on his hips, on his sides, kind of gives you both an appraising look.
Unless he does it, I'm just going to continue explaining whatever I was explaining. I'm not going to really stop talking for him. He's not saying anything to me, so he's just a dwarf.
You, gnome.
I'll look over.
Combat worthy are you?
Why?
Can you fight?
I'm going to look at him more closely. I fight when I need to. Why?
It's not a trick question. Can you fight?
I don't know. In this camp, everything seems to be a trick question.
I mean, this gentleman, he wouldn't say gentleman. This man here carries a spear. Seems to stand like he can hold it. I'm assuming he can fight. And Taban just kind of crosses his arm and nods. Can you fight?
I can fight my own battles. Yes.
Your own battles, yes.
I am not here to get recruited, if that's what you're asking. And neither is he or any of my companions.
Well, if we need you while you're here, we need you while you're here. And I need to know what I'm working with.
Yes, we will. If anything were to happen while we are here, we can help to defend the camp.
Very well.
She clearly wants some attention.
Yeah, it's bedtime.
Ah. But yes, my companions and I can fight if and when necessary. Yes, but understand this is not our fight.
If the undead attack and you do not fight,
We will fight if necessary. Yes, I already explained that. I'm just letting you know we are not staying.
he turns and walks away. And he
All right.
walks into the commander's tent. And at that point, I need to go put the baby to bed.
Do your thing.
Alright, I will be back in a few minutes.
They're followers of Tyr. Tyr is the god of justice.
Yep.
As far as they look at the world, it is black and white. There is no room for gray areas, interpretation, or
Doesn't mean they have to be suicidal.
Actually, it means they are pretty close to it. If they
No.
believe that they are right, they will follow that path unto death.
No, I got that, but there's no rightness of standing around. If they were commanded by somebody to hold this place until they die or until reinforcements arrive, then they just say so, right? I mean, a Tyr paladin would say, "We were commanded by Tyr to fucking stand here. We're standing here," but that's not what he said. He's just basically manning a fort on the commands of somebody like another organization, and he's going to do it till he dies.
Yeah.
That's fine, but I mean, it's suicidal.
Okay.
I had to make it very clear.
Hold on. So to you, if somebody said, "Hey, stay here until you die and defend this place," you would take that to mean they literally meant that, correct?
If I was a paladin of Tyr, damn tootin'.
Oh, actually, no. They don't even need that other part.
If I was a follower of Tyr,
you go stand there.
Yeah, but if he's just part of the military,
until you die attached to it.
Yeah, if he was just part of the military and he's just a follower of Tyr, his loyalty should not be extending to suicidal proportion.
Right.
He's just a follower, right?
Yeah.
My point is their way of thinking. They don't have to explain. Stay there until you die.
He's saying. I understand.
Did I demand that they justify themselves? No, I gave up. I mean, once they explained their position on things, I gave up. I didn't try to talk them out.
The problem is they are okay. They're in a jungle. Okay. Yeah. Fighting in a jungle is completely different than fighting in almost any other terrain, and unfortunately, in a military like Tyr, it's black and white. A jungle is a gray area.
Yeah, they're clearly
I'm not sure. Hold on. I want to understand what you're saying here.
What is
the black and white issue? What is the black and white issue here?
In a grassland or a forest, if you go to a certain spot and you establish a fort, after a while, your fort is a very impregnable, very clean, orderly place. It is a place that is very militarily kept. Everything is clean. Everything is orderly.
Not necessarily.
In a jungle where you can have random rainstorms,
Yes, but what's the black and white
hurricanes,
issue?
cyclones, tornadoes.
I got all that, and I automatically assumed all that.
No,
What's
hold on.
the black and white
I think
issue?
what he's saying is this guy is just completely out of his element, and he does not want to admit.
Establishing
got
a
that
fort
too.
in the jungle.
Yeah, I think we all understood it. No, we all understood where he was coming from. I don't think anyone
Right.
misunderstood him.
Right? Yeah,
we're just
I don't think.
reacting in different ways because of our character.
Right. And I'm just
Okay,
saying that
I'm-
these guys
you
don't
seem to be
have
saying-
an idea.
Guy, you seem to be thinking that he is justified in staying here.
No,
And I'm just
not
trying to
saying
find
he's
out why
justified.
you, Guy, think it is. Now, I can understand
No,
why
I'm
your
not-
character is. Actually, I don't. My character does not
No,
understand why
I
your
don't see
character
them
is.
being justified in staying here at all.
Okay.
But the thing of it is I also know arguing any other point than the ones that they got stuck in their thick skulls is going to go nowhere.
Oh no, I wasn't trying to argue with him at all. I was just making
That's why I left.
Yeah, and I made it just very clear that we aren't staying because I could absolutely tell you he was going to try to recruit us, and I was like, no,
Yeah.
no, you're not.
That's my response.
Yeah.
I mean, didn't you hear what my criticism of his attitude and everything? Like I told him to his face, the way you're asking seems like a trap, and,
It does.
and I'm not buying it, right? So I left the tent, and I went to the goats.
Right. As I
And
said,
by the way, Twillin is well aware that they will probably eat the goats.
Yeah.
Twillin does not see that as a negative, by the way. Twillin is not out to save all the animals. His just is to care for them and ease their suffering. His view of nature is you eat meat, right? Because animals eat other animals all the time, right? So he doesn't have a problem with that. But he's just trying to ease their comfort, their suffering.
No, as I said, their logic is this has worked in the past in other places, and it's not going to work here.
Yeah,
and I feel bad for these people. I will heal them as much as I can. But when y'all guys say, "Hey, it's time to go," I'm getting the hell out of here with the rest of y'all.
Yeah.
But I can.
To my mind, they deserve to die. Yeah.
I can act compassionate to them while I'm here.
Yeah, and I think that's fair. Like I said, we'll stay the night. We'll do what we can, and then
We're
we'll
gonna
leave.
somehow get that Harper guy free.
I haven't even.
That's gonna be our trick, right? Yeah.
Honestly, I'm for leaving his happy butt behind because I think he was full of it when he told us the first time around. He's like, "Oh, I know exactly where y'all need to go." I'm like, "Oh, hell no, you don't."
I have a suspicion he might be some sort of deserter.
There's a chance.
Which is why he's in that. Because these guys are
dragged back.
He actually, he never defined what problem A was. He said, "Hey, I'm down here on a mission." "Oh, are you down here on this mission?" "I have no idea what the hell y'all are talking about." Okay.
So he fell out of the sky. He was followed by a companion, right?
Yeah.
Dragon
and we haven't seen the companion around.
No.
And then apparently he was dragged from the other camp, which was abandoned by these bastards months ago. So it could be he was dragged back by a party of men, but if so, they
Dragon
obviously
dragged him here.
No, it wasn't his. Yeah, it was not his companion.
No, I don't think so.
Well, no, I could very easily see Dragon Bait dragging him to like the gates and then hiding in the bushes, thinking his friend will be safe amongst other humans.
No, he didn't want to come here. Remember, he did not want to come here. This is why he picked the other place because he said he has issues here. So that's why I was like, maybe he's a deserter originally, and that's why he's in that. So because that's one thing they probably don't tolerate, a deserter.
Yeah, but one of the problems we're going to run into is Tyr has Tyr followers. I really, really, really wish Malwyn was here.
It would be interesting.
Because his zealotry versus their zealotry, I'm betting on Malwyn.
But as a cleric, I mean, I get the impression these guys are part of an organization that is not directly under Tyr.
No, they're under Tyr. It's just they're acting.
And I noticed, by the way, that you didn't examine the holy symbol of the priestess.
I didn't need to.
You just saw that she wore a holy symbol. You didn't see that it was Tyr's. You didn't see anything else. I'm kind of curious if it's
Actually,
another god.
I didn't think about that.
The commander is wearing a symbol of Tyr. I just assumed she was too. I didn't bother to examine hers because I'm like, whatever. Now Lenore is wearing a symbol of Maliki, which is a unicorn's head. That is very different from a symbol of Tyr.
Yeah, Maliki, she should be disgusted at this place too.
Yeah, she is the forest god. This is a jungle. She's already disgusted by this place.
Not just forest; it's nature in general.
Yeah, but still, I mean, yes. The thing of it is, my problem is these guys think that the idea of staying stationary, a large force, and all this other stuff, they are approaching this problem like they have approached every other problem that they have ever had, and they haven't learned from their history. That's what
we got that
about these people.
We understand that they're approaching it with a military mindset that seems to be really stupid. But I mean, that's sort of assumed. I don't think that's really a question.
As I said, I can get behind the cause of coming out here to wipe out undead. It's just, this is a bad plan.
It's
they should pack everybody up, march them back through the forest. All 53 of them march their asses all the way back up to friggin' port. Send the carry, get healed up. Send the boat out to a very large establishment of Tyr and go, we need more people.
The question that if Twillin was not so disgusted by it, the question I would have next asked when he talked about being 2 weeks away from the undead after he moved closer to the port, would be, what is the central hub of undead here that you are so focused on, right? Because I mean, the obvious location for this place is, it's stupid unless you're focused on like a specific spot, right? Like maybe like there's a graveyard or a temple or something nearby that this fort was designed to be sort of like the forward post of, right? Against. So that would have been the next question, but Twillin by that point was like, fuck this guy.
Yeah, and I'm curious though, like overnight, we'll have to see exactly what he means by how many. We'll get a really good idea of what kind of undead forces goes against them. Because I do want to see that. Number one, it tells us that there are probably going to be more undead as we travel more south. And it's something at least we can get a view for what we're getting into. So that's partly why I wanted to stay the night. Not because I really wanted to do anything with these.
Well, also, if it is further south, okay, we know that the machine, or whatever the hell it is denying people the ability to come back to life who have been resurrected and stuff like that. I'm wondering if one of the side effects is the creation of undead, and maybe we're getting close. Maybe we're zeroing in on that damn machine.
We don't know that it's a machine, and we don't know that the creation of the undead are the same thing that's causing the resurrection sickness.
True.
We don't know that. I mean,
I
think it's highly likely.
Right.
I think it's highly likely.
Right. I agree.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'm hoping that, hey, there's a problem to the south.
And that's right. It's partly why I also offered to investigate a location or something if he's willing to give it to us. It's not like,
he didn't
so
want that.
I'm trying to be helpful, but I did offer that. So we'll see if he takes up on it, but I was like, as long as it's in our direction.
He's not competent enough.
Yeah, this commander is probably a great leader of men in a military, more highly organized military setting than
he's the ensign. He's the ensign whose captain died, and he had to take.
I have that feeling too. I have a feeling he was sort of like ranked up because I honestly don't think he came here as the commander. Which is he really doesn't have that feel for me either. And the fact that I basically showed him up when in his own tent really irritated him, and I could tell that was irritating. Because I absolutely just told him no, we're not. I got ahead of his recruitment because he was about to throw a recruitment pitch at us. I was like, nope, we're not.
Well, the thing of it is I think most of the people that come, his expectation is anybody who comes down to this fort is looking to help them.
Yes,
that's his entire mindset.
Or his he was hoping that somebody sent help, but he was also hoping that maybe the people he sent out to the city got there, but that is clearly not the case. So there's a lot of issues, and clearly he's frustrated, and you know what, I understand that part of it. but I just needed to put it down. Nope, we're not saying.
Oh yeah, that's why I was like, next time we talk to him, just let me talk to him, and I'm just going to lay it down to him. It's like, guess what? You are a believer in Tyr, correct? Yes. Thank you. Well, I'm a believer in Kelmvor. Kelmvor has given me a holy mission. These people who are with me are on this mission with me, as instructed to me by Kelmvor. We are going to go forth and finish the mission that Kelmvor has given to us, because that is the just and right thing to do. And if you have a problem with it, then you aren't really a believer of Tyr.
It's one way to put it. All right, I guess Ag is back and ready to go, right?
I am.
I'm just going to point out to him that they are here on a holy mission. We're down here on a holy mission. Our holy missions kind of align in some way and another, but we ain't staying here to finish our mission.
All right. Anyway, but yeah, so yeah, I'll just finish explaining to them, or have Fixer explain to them exactly what, I'm sure he could come up with some really cool idea to help keep the water from being stagnant or whatever. So there you go, Fixer. Go do your thing. Give him some off-screen things to do. And overall, I'll just sort of take a walk through the camp with the soldiers, actually, and maybe point out any other weird flaws that I noticed, or go to the health of the camp, right? The overall health, not really worried about defensive or anything like that. That's not really her thing, but just looking like ways to get rid of the stagnant water that's literally just bubbling up inside the camp, things like that. That's like stuff that they need to get rid of,
Mm-hmm.
and things like that. And while doing so, I conveniently over here to this dude in the cage while they're, I walk through the camp and I work my way over to there, and I glance and I will ask the priestess, why do you have a person in a cage?
What's the word?
Traitor? Deserter? Abandoner?
Yes. Commander Breakbone.
You're not there.
Commander Breakbone ordered him struck in the brig, and since we have no brig, he is in a cage.
For what? You need all the fighters you have.
For
I can't
refusing
believe
assistance.
Wait, what? He locks people up for refusing assistance.
If you are not here to help, you are a traitor. I might be able to speak on your behalf. I appreciate the help with the sick that you have done. But yes, in the situation we are in, it is very dire. And as far as Commander Breakbone is concerned, you're either with us or against us.
Huh. I am neither, but okay. But I did offer to help, but maybe not in as much as he wanted me to, as that. And that was the concern.
Perhaps. We have a missing patrol that we do not have the manpower for. We do have some people that were sent, I believe. She kind of looks past the clothes hanging there. I believe he was offered a chance to lead a group northward to see if he could find any evidence of what happened to them, and he refused.
I see. This is really not going to end well for us, is it? Okay. Wait, do you worship?
You cut out.
Oh, I asked her who she worships.
I believe she had a holy symbol of Tyr.
Oh, she is Tyr. Okay, cool.
Let me make sure. No, Helm.
Oh, Helm.
Oh, good.
Do you approve of these methods?
I follow the chain of command.
I see.
If we were around more of our order, perhaps something could be done here, but out here, treason is dealt with roughly.
Except he's not part of your order, and neither are we. How is that treason?
You were sent here?
No, we were not.
Oh. When you
No
follow
one
the
was sent there.
divine and somebody shows up at your doorstep that is able to help, they were sent.
Huh.
You
I
may
wish this
think you weren't
conversation was
sent here,
happening
but as far as Commander Breakbone is concerned, Tyr has sent you.
Of course. Great.
And since he is in
Okay.
command of this fort, anything that happens within this fort is under his command. Like I said, I appreciate the help. Try not to agitate him tonight.
I see.
If anything happens, if we are attacked, lend aid as you can.
I already agreed to that. My people, me,
Actions
my
speak
group
louder than words. What you say, just lend aid where you can.
do
If
you
it
get
happens,
attacked often at night?
we get attacked often all the time, but there is no prediction as to when. Nights do seem to be a little more potential for that, yes.
Okay. And do you just fend off the walls, basically, and just defend, or do you, that's generally how you handle it?
Sometimes they actually reach the walls and go up and over them, but yes, we try to stop them before they hit the walls.
Okay. I will talk to my people then, and we'll see what we can do to help. My mission is way far more important to be stuck here because of this.
Well, it may so happen to be that we may have to get you out at a convenient time.
Well, I did offer to investigate a location for him. I mean, it's not like I would back out of that particular word. I do hold to my word.
Well, you agreed to investigate his troops that went missing?
I told him anything heading south. So was there anybody heading?
No, I believe our lost expedition was north.
That's why his frustration. Our path leads south, and to stall means is far more impactful than what is going on here, just despite what the commander means.
And what is it you are out here for?
We'll call it our own holy mission. There is things going on that is even bigger than this. That has garnered the interest of the gods.
Can you elaborate?
Actually, yes. And this may actually help in this case. There is something happening right now where the path of the dead has been altered.
You get cut out, Scaly.
Oh. there's something happening where the path of the dead has been altered and interrupted. The Raven Queen is no longer seeing to them, or most of them, or all of them. I'm not really sure exactly. You know how gods are; they don't always tell you the whole story.
Yes.
But it could mean that your soldiers dying right now are not going to the land that they were promised. And that should interest you and your commander. On their
This is
death,
troubling.
there is a problem in the mainland where attempts to raise are failing, right? They were failing, right? That's what it was, I remember.
Yeah.
People who are being trying to be resurrected are failing. People who have been resurrected are getting deathly ill.
Right, that's what it was. Okay, yeah. So the those that have there are no more resurrections. Nobody is able to return because the souls aren't where they belong. The people that have been resurrected in the past are getting ill. We're not sure what that particular cause. Oh, we can't hear you.
No, I'm talking to the wife.
Okay. But
that is very troubling.
The Raven Queen herself has asked that we find the answer to this problem. And there are other gods here represented in this group. So this is not just an issue with one god. There is concern. And again, I understand the plight here, and I believe that it is important that the work that he does here. I don't think I did not mean to be dismissed, but I could also tell he did expect us to stay, and I wanted to make it clear that that is something we could not do.
No, I understand.
But I do offer help. I understand the issue here. We have healed your wounded. I might be able to supply one, possibly a little bit of the insect repellent, but I'm not sure how much, given that we don't know how far our travels will go.
The commander, while he worships Tyr, he is not a cleric or a paladin. He does not get the same...
Oh, I see.
Influence that we do.
He would not sense if something were wrong.
No. This could be bad.
And I'm assuming his soldiers will follow him to the end regardless.
No, there is a chance that I need to speak with Firebeard and Salhana. We might be able to do something about this. Please lay low. Don't cause any trouble. Be agreeable as you may.
Okay.
And
well, we agreed to help the camp in everything way we can, so we will do that while we're here, and then we can let me know what else you wish.
While you are here, she shows you. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
See, I got 2 rows of 5, so.
Wait, I can't hear you.
Alright, so she leads you to this tent and that tent. It says, for the night while you are here, you may stay in these tents. They are currently unoccupied.
Okay. We will we'll sleep in shifts as well, and that way there's always some of us available if there's an attack.
Very well. I will seek you out when I hopefully have some news.
Okay.
And she turns and heads out. Or starts walking back to her tent anyway.
Yeah. I will go to Taban and speak to him. And Taban, we're going to sleep in shifts. I'll show him where the tents are. And make sure that we are very active in helping if things were to happen.
Active in helping? What?
Meaning if undead were to attack.
Ah. Of course.
Good. They say it generally it could happen at any time, but night it becomes a bit more. They can climb the walls, so be very careful with that. We'll try to protect the camp as much as we can.
All right. At that point, Twillin, you are out foraging.
Yeah.
And
yep.
You start to hear the sounds of stuff crashing through broken wood, dry wood type of thing.
Okay.
Seems to be coming from whichever direction you came from, it's further away from the fort in that direction.
I'm still an ape, so
yeah. So if you went to the south,
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Whichever direction you went, I don't know which direction you went
to. Whatever looked like the healthiest bunch of forests that looked promising for forage.
Okay. Probably to the north then, since you had been coming from the north. Okay.
Yeah, I'm familiar with it because I just walked through it, right?
Yeah.
So I would have spotted some things that I could grab. Okay. If I hear any crashing and whatnot, I'll climb up into the canopy as an ape and try to get a look at what is in that direction.
Coming that way seems to be hordes of zombies. You still have a mist issue, so it's close when it gets to you, and they are just, pushing past any dry bushes they can, so it's making a rather large noise. They are not trying to be quiet. And when they get into view of them and you're up in the tree, you can see at least dozens of them.
Okay. Dozens of zombies. Do I see any bigger figures with them or behind them or something? Or
not yet.
Okay. Climb quickly back toward the fort, and when I think I'm clear enough, climb back down so I can move faster. Unless I can swing from tree to tree faster.
You can do that,
and,
sure.
Try to rush back to the fort.
Okay, yeah, you can easily get back to the fort.
And then I will probably startle the guards a little bit as a ape scampers right up to the gate and climbs right up the wall right toward them.
The guards there are still the ones that saw you go, so they're not too surprised.
Okay. Turn back into a gnome and point to the north and go, dozens of zombies are approaching. They should be here within minutes.
They don't even question it. One of them goes to a side where they have a horn hanging from a peg on the watchtower, and he grabs it and he blows out a series of horn blasts. And people begin grabbing ranged weapons and heading up to the watchtowers.
And I'll yell down into the fort because I'm still on the wall. Zombies are coming from the north.
Oh, I guess we get to work. All right. I will.
Oh, you don't have to be too detailed here. Guards that are
up on the wall and,
capable man the guard towers. There are some spots for a few of you. Taban will grab some because they do have some javelins up there and stuff. And it soon becomes clear that they are coming from the north and the west. And, you know, it's easy to hold off zombies when you have a superior position and range because they don't move very fast. There is a pit that they don't seem too concerned with. They just kind of stumble off into it and fall on the spikes and things like that. But eventually they start building a mound of zombies to help get over the pit. You know, that type of thing. And after maybe a half hour of zombies doing this thing, there are some ogre zombies that start to show up, at which point people begin focusing fire. The priest comes out here and uses her sacred flame to call down the wrath of Helm from a ranged, and you know, any cantrips you guys want to contribute to it.
Okay.
But it lasts for maybe an hour, and then it's still again. At which point they send a few scouts out to do a quick circuit of the camp, of the fort, to make sure there's nothing else. And that's when, you know, the sick that can't really fight but are still up and ambulatory go out there with ropes and start trying to pull the corpses out of the ditch and into piles kind of, you know, closer to the jungle and away from the walls.
I'll have Taban help with them with that, and
Taban will
as
help.
much as they.
I can control.
I'll go do that.
I can control flame, so I'll just keep fires burning intensely, or burning even brighter, or focusing them on the corpses and stuff.
While you guys are outside doing that, Azaka is around and helping. But when you guys get back into the walls, she does not follow you. She conveniently disappears before going back into the walls.
I figured. Yep. She didn't like the place anyway, so.
No, she did not.
I will. I have the little mold earth thing, so I'll help redig any holes that they need to they redig, and it just takes a little bit of effort off of them, you know. So I'll go around doing that to redig any holes or make them a little deeper or whatever needs to be done. So repair the hole.
And also in the aftermath, that whole time, Artis is over there going, I can help. If you let me out, I can help. Come on, you don't have to leave me in here. But the guards seem to ignore him.
I don't know what I'm going to do with that guy. Can't believe we put him in there just because the guy said no. Jeez, this commander. Now I like the commander even. Okay.
I went over to ask him a question after all the fighting's done. Where's Dragonbait?
He's... he kind of looks up at the guard that's on the watchtower not too far from there. I don't know who you're talking about.
Very well.
Why would you want to lure dragons here?
Very well. You may stay here then, if you cannot be truthful. I go back to the tent.
So after the fight, so the commander fought. I'm assuming, right?
He was up on one of the towers issuing orders. Yes.
Okay. Was he watching us when he did it? Or
he wasn't focused on you guys when he was more concerned on making sure nothing got into the fort.
Right.
But,
okay.
I mean, I guess he saw you, But no, he wasn't sitting there watching you instead. He was more concerned with the defense of the fort.
Okay. I will, when we're getting down, though, I will give him a nod and see if he gets any kind of reaction.
He doesn't respond rudely, but he doesn't
Mm-hmm.
respond politely either.
Okay, fair enough.
So, I mean, he acknowledges your nod, but he doesn't really return it, I guess.
Okay.
But he also doesn't scowl at you.
That's a start. So I will. No, see, Thrak can't lie, so I can't tell him anything right now. Never mind.
After the fight, though, they do bring the food, which you can purify. They bring broth and
actually,
hot soup.
I'll take Thrak to their food source and just have them purify all. Because there's enough there that you should be able to purify all of it. It's just easier that way than having to worry about doing every. If you don't mind, Thrak.
Very well. I mean, it's only a 5-foot radius, so is this a small tent?
No, it's not. It's not even a tent. They have their food in little barrels out back.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like just lift the lids off all of them, purify food. I guess I think I have
pretty
to
much.
see it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Can I get it all in
You
one
can
spell
get to it all,
casting?
yeah.
All right.
There we go. That should ease
At
their
least
their
keep it a
troubles
little longer.
Yeah, exactly.
In Nexus.
Yes.
Doesn't it seem a bit odd to you that 2 waves of zombies converge on a single spot?
Yeah, that was more zombies than we'd seen our entire travels.
The number doesn't bug me as much as the fact that they seem to be headed here. Is there something here? Hey, can I find it's Malinus the cleric?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you detect good or evil?
I don't know if he can or not.
Yeah, detecting good and evil isn't really that useful.
Let me find out. Alright, spells. He doesn't
maybe
currently have anything for detecting good and evil.
I don't know, maybe detect magic could work too.
He can detect magic.
Well, could you have a look around the camp with it?
Actually,
What?
let me do it.
Okay.
You save your spells for healing. Yeah. I will.
You cast
I'll do
detect
that.
magic?
I think I just do it as a ritual.
I don't think you can do it as a ritual.
Oh no, I can't do rituals. I remember that last time. No, yeah, I'll just cast it.
Okay, so you cast detect magic. Where are you, since you have this is kind of directional and you focus on it for a little bit?
Yeah, let's see. For the duration, within 30 feet of me, you see faint aura, spell can penetrate most barriers, but its concentration lasts up to 10 minutes. So
Yeah.
I can.
So I just need to kind of know a path, what you're going to be kind of focusing on, where you're going.
I will sort of start on the outside kind of thing and like work my way slowly around and then work to the inside of the camp. If I have to cast it again, I will. To get the whole camp.
So you get magic from your companions, the few that have something magical. as you're walking around.
That's kind of why I didn't want. That's why I didn't want the other cleric to do it. I was like, no.
The camp doesn't seem to have anything as you go around. Artist Simber doesn't seem to have any magic when you get to him. How close to him are you getting?
To the dude in the cell or
in the cage.
I'd probably get to there.
He kind of, watches you. He sees as you're going around and looks at the guard. And let me see if he has a stealth. He has deception.
Oh.
So he kind of pitches his words towards you softly, while looking as though he is yelling up at the guard. Right? So he's like,
okay,
hey,
sort
hey.
of a coded message.
Yeah, he's giving you a few words every once in a while as he's yelling up at the guard. Hey, you can let me out of here. I can help. I just need to be out of here. And if the commander would give back my stuff, I can help. And he kind
Gotcha.
of looks over at you and he's like, kind of gives you that head motion towards the lock and type of thing.
Yeah, locks aren't my thing. Jeez. We don't have our lockpicker with us right now. Okay, sorry, but I will just walk by him, not making sure the guards realize I'm just not even paying attention.
As you walk by him, another guard comes out of one of the other tents and goes up and kind of kicks one of the bars on the cage, not in such a way that hurts his foot or whatever, but just to make noise. Like, shut up! You're keeping me awake. And then he goes back into his tent. And then, let's see, there's no magic. So, if you go try the commander's tent, there's actually magic coming from within the tent. Since I believe a tent canvas is not one of the barriers that stops the detection.
Correct, it is not. All right, where can I get a sense of which corner?
Like over here. And you were inside, so his table was like kind of in the back center with the maps and stuff on it. So it's probably beside the table or on the corner of the table maybe, or sitting on the floor, behind the table.
Okay. So I can concentrate on it and get an idea of what school and stuff, right? So
I think the school. Let's see, that one doesn't particularly have a school. And the other one kind of seems to shift between, you get kind of a sense of a lot of different schools.
So does it seem like powerful, or
actually,
it's shifting?
Hold on one moment. I need to check something here. What school is this? Okay, scratch that. You have one object in there that is not of a school. So it's an item of some sort. At least I don't think magical weapons have a school per se.
Most don't, unless they have a very specific thing. So, but most I don't believe do. No. Is that it then?
Yes.
They might have enchantment school.
Oh, it could be. Yeah, maybe it comes up under enchantment, since it's an enchanted object in a sense, but maybe not. Okay. Either way, it's fine. Okay, so it's just the one thing.
Yeah, it might have enchantment actually while it's there.
When the prisoner dude, when we first met him, did he have a magic weapon, or did we never check? I don't know if we checked him for magic. Wait, I think we did actually. I'm almost positive we were curious about it. We checked him for
Oh, and that one thing also radiates some conjuration too.
conjuration. Nice. Okay.
I don't think anybody detected magic on him. He was
Okay.
awfully evasive in the nature of artifacts, though. And when
Right.
he was leaving you guys, you saw him kind of stop and create an ice mount of some sort that he then rode off on.
True. I do remember that. Okay, I got it. So this might be just his stuff. Okay. So I sense 2 items or just one?
Just one.
Okay. And besides the stuff that we carry, that's the only thing that I've sensed.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'll go back up to probably nothing but the prisoner's stuff right now. So I'm not showing anything of interest. I don't know what would be drawing them here. I mean, I guess the fort in itself. Maybe the land itself rises up.
Something you can't detect, or maybe some intelligence behind it.
Possibly shielded, maybe in some way.
I don't know. Something seems to be summoning him here or sending him here. So either, like I said, it's something we can't detect or some intelligence somewhere. I don't know. But
So
it seems a bit coincidental they would arrive both at this spot from 2 different directions at the same time.
Oh no, I agree there. But so Twillin, I do have something else I've kind of learned. So let's be really careful about getting on this guy's bad side.
I assume we're not talking nearby anybody we see.
Yeah, I would. Right. I would make sure it's like wait, because we have people in the tower over here, right?
Yeah, there's people on all the towers.
I would be okay. So this is how I'll word it. We should be more polite to the commander and his men if we can. Rude people have a tendency to get stuck where he is, kind of thing, and just sort of aware of the.
If we can. Message received.
Yeah. Okay. I strongly think we need to. Otherwise, it may hinder. It will likely hinder our mission. Okay.
I get you.
Oh, good Lord. Okay. And I told the guards how to create a trough for the water, so hopefully they don't get still water here anymore. For your.
Yeah, some of them are actually now out there trying to like rake some of the divots flat so that there's not indentations to collect stagnant water. You know, they're out there now trying to do some work towards that.
Cool. Okay. Yeah,
there's some plants out there that they could probably drag in here that would repel some of the insects.
Oh, if you could suggest that to them, any little bit of helpful would be nice at this point.
I saw a couple while I was out there, but
okay,
not anything I wanted the goats to eat.
We could just make sure they plant it in a different area.
I don't think they're going to be here this long.
Maybe not. They are tenacious, if any. So, but like I said, I told them we would help as long as we were here, so we will help. Okay.
I already did.
And thank you for that. All right. Remember to get some sleep if you get a chance to. We will likely be a very long journey, and as of right now, this is the only place of civilization that we'll probably see.
Okay.
So, I'll just wander around, and I will check with the cleric we brought. These names.
Lenore.
Lenore, thank you. I'll check with her real quick.
Okay.
How are you doing?
I'm well, I suppose.
I'm assuming the camp isn't quite what you expect.
No. I was not expecting to be conscripted.
Yeah.
They do need help, however, but... and they're also facing the undead, which is what we're out here doing as well. So, they got that going for them, I suppose.
They do need somebody to take somebody that is can handle themselves around the undead, that can take their take a supply run. That may be something that you can volunteer for.
I think I will.
They badly need some insect repellent. That's really a main cause of all their sicknesses.
Yes, they don't seem very well prepared. No, prepared. How do you prepare for a jungle that attacks you with as much undead as we have found out here? But they seem ill-suited. Yes?
I do have a so this raid that we just fended off, that large number, is there? I mean, I'm just not sure why they attacked the fort like that. That's more than we've seen in our entire travels.
In my experience, groups of undead tend to find their way towards the living.
Because there is a large amount of people here living, it draws them. That makes a lot of sense.
I have never heard anybody discover that they have some sort of supernatural sense of the living, but they always do seem to find their way towards the living.
Okay.
And
interesting.
This jungle has seen some rather interesting times throughout history. I think something happened before the spell plague even that encourages the undead here.
That's annoying. Okay. Well, I both am glad that at least there's somebody I feel like could be helpful here, is doing helpful, but at the same time, I'm a little sorry I got you good that we ended up here, but it sounds like you were heading here anyway, so I don't think that would have been avoided.
No, I don't think it could have been avoided either.
So,
but it sounds like he needs somebody to escort some people up north. We don't have any boats, which may be problematic, but we might be able to find his missing patrol.
They do have 4 boats out there. I still don't understand why they don't use that. It doesn't make any sense.
I know not.
I'll see what I can do about that. I know he's trying to conscript ours, but sadly that would leave us in a bit of a bad situation.
Yes, I
Oh.
have a feeling anybody remaining here is in a bad situation.
Yeah, I didn't think about it, but well, I assume she did. I guess during the attack or in the aftermath, I would have wandered out just to check on our boats and maybe hide them better, assuming they weren't found and destroyed.
What boats?
Oh boy, are they gone?
No, you can find them.
Okay.
I get the feeling that maybe our guide was being kind and hid them.
Yeah. So, all right. We'll deal with that later then. All right. Well, get some rest, and we'll, like I said, we'll do what we can in the morning, and then we'll see what happens from.
Julian goes out foraging again.
As an ape again?
Yep, before bed.
Roll me a perception roll.
Okay. Not investigation?
No, this is perception.
Okay. $19.
19. While you are out foraging, you happen to catch a quick glimpse of a tiger that seems to be further out, looking at you until you notice it, and then it kind of disappears into the jungle.
Oh. Okay. I afterwards I take my small haul back to the goats. If I found a fruit or something that a human could eat, I bribe the guards with it.
Bribe them how?
Like
For what,
Just-
rather?
When I'm passing back over the wall, I give them a banana if I got it.
I think
That's
bribe
what-
was the right word. You just hand him the fruit.
Right. I mean, I'm not. I'm asking for them. I'm giving them something that I'm not giving to other people.
Right. Okay.
He's making friends with the guards who's constantly
Yeah, I get
watch
it.
him color.
Yeah, as
Bribe
long as
was
the
the
ape
wrong
is
word.
clambering over the. Yeah, well, I mean, as long as the ape is clambering over the gate, brings them goodies, they're not going to stop me, right? So, that's the idea.
Got it. Any other things throughout the night?
If it's all right with the caretaker priestess, I will sleep in the tent next to my charge that I promised I would stay through the night with.
Yeah, she has no problem with that. In fact, she is not there for much of the night after. She comes back in to check on things and then she leaves. And just before dawn,
Twin will sleep with the goats.
okay. Just before dawn, Nexus, you are woken up.
Mhm.
The fires are still out there. There's still guards on the watchtowers or whatever. But it is Sister Sias. She is in your tent, kind of nudging your foot.
Yes.
I have discussed it with the other captains. Actually, what are their ranks? Yeah, the other captains. They are... if Breakbone gives you any trouble, we are willing to stand by you. It may end badly for us, but I think that Firebeard and Sahana are unsatisfied with the command here. So there may be a change in command.
I see. Well, I appreciate the support, and I hope it doesn't come to that, but I understand, and again, we will, I'm guessing at this point, play it by.
Yes, I did some praying, and while I was not given the same information that you may have been, I don't discount your mission, and it is grave indeed. And it is not often one finds somebody that follows the Raven Queen and Kelemvor traveling together, so I believe that lends weight to your words.
This is a worldly problem, not just of this jungle.
I don't doubt you. I don't think the commander will see it the same way, however. So if it
He
does
seem
come to...
singularly focused.
Yes, if it does come to conflict, try not to kill him.
Understood.
We may be able to take him back peacefully and submit him to our higher ups for...
Let them deal with it.
Yes.
Understood. All right. Well, I believe Thrax said that he would be more than willing to heal some others who are sick, so we will address that this morning. I'm sure Twillin is almost done working with the goats, and they should be very healthy at this. So we will definitely be leaving your camp in a much better condition than it was, regardless of what happens.
She nods. Alright, finish getting some rest. Morning comes early around here.
Understood. Thank you.
I think we can call it there for the night. We can start next time with a mutiny.
This will be that would be will be an interesting situation. I am going to be very curious to see. The leaders seem to be okay, but I'm curious on how many soldiers. I think that'll be interesting to see how many soldiers are on his. Hopefully, not many.